Alright, gamers, welcome. This game we're going to be playing Caitlyn Nautilus into Misfortune Yuumi. Should be okay because we have Nautilus against Yuumi, so Yuumi's counter is hard engage. That's definitely not what Misfortune would like to be paired with. She wants to actually have, funnily enough, Nautilus. She would gladly trade, but I am not going to take that trade. Because killing with Yuumi is not ideal either. I could have arguably run lethal tempo on this lane, by the way. Since having more DPS would effectively give us more follow-up to the Nautilus engages. I'm going to place a ward here, just to make sure that if we keep pushing here. Okay, I didn't need to queue, but wasn't sure if Nautilus was AFK or not. But basically we've just gotta try and let them push towards us here. This should be a fine wave state for this, because now their wave is bigger than ours. But we need them to be pushing in order for Nautilus to actually be useful in the lane, otherwise I'm just laning 1v2. If we're pushing them with a turret, then Nautilus won't be able to find an engage. Okay, I was gonna say, I should actually position further down, so I'm actually more in line with where Nautilus is. I can follow up his engages more effectively. One thing they got going for them though is that Misfortune with her W movement speed is actually kind of hard to hit with skill shots, so it's not the easiest matchup for Nautilus to actually land this hook. So some patience might be required here. Nautilus should have hook back up, so I'm trying to position with him again. So far, okay, a lot of respect from them. Oh. Okay, well they used Flash and they used Exhaust. I don't think they used Heal, did they?
You cannot outrun your
No. Oops. I was looking at Misfortune, I wasn't looking at Yuumi's skill shot. Okay, I want to ward, but if I leave right now, I'm going to miss out on a lot of farms. So let's try and crash first. Ideally, I should have just already warded. I missed out on a good timing, so now I'm forced to shove in a risky position. Actually, do we see volley top? Okay, we do. Then I won't even bother warding. Holy crap. That's a lot of maneuverability Yuumi had there. Minion block. It's actually quite useful for Yuumi to clear those traps, because it's not like we have much kill potential on her anyway, so she can actually just tank all that damage and it probably won't even matter. Alright, actually, I could do with looking for a base because I'm sitting on enough gold for a BF sword now. Even if we haven't found any real... We haven't really obtained the lead through engages at least, but I have a CS lead anyway, so... If I base right now, I will be basing on an advantage. And honestly, I just intuitively knew this was a cannon wave. I just felt like, yeah, I feel like I haven't seen a cannon wave in a while. Next wave should be a cannon wave. Felt so confident about that, I didn't even bother checking. But I mean, either way, I had low enough HP that I would be putting far trying to stick around there. Anyway, for sure here, we're gonna want to go for Infinity Edge Rush into actually a Mortal Reminder second item for the Mundo. Anti-heal will also be nice against Yuumi too.
Always maintain a proper chain of command.
But yeah, actually, looking at the comp, wow, I really should have gone lethal tempo. I fucked up there. What? That already looked like it had already missed. Yumi has a pink ward in inventory. And she already had one placed, okay. I'm not actually going to place my trinket here. Because that's just too likely to get cleared. Since Yumi does have another pink. So this guy wants to do Drake. I would rather shove in a wave before I help.
I cannot afford to falter.
Nice, managed to hit Misfortune with that too. And if I can get XP from this Drake, that might give me level 6. Perfect. And 25 gold. I could also just potentially do Yuntal this game, I suppose, since they do have 2 tanks. That'll mean no Infinity Edge until 3rd Atom, though. But that might still be worth. So I can't really get him range to follow up with a trap or an auto attack there. Nice try, Yumi. So I might as well just follow up with the Q and my ult. And there we go. Like, that's the synergy that Caitlyn does have with engage supports, even though it's not, certainly not her best supports. At the very least, we always have the Q to follow up with, and if we have Q and ult, then that is potentially a lot of damage without needing to get into range. I just got baited so hard into going for that hook, holy shit. I shouldn't be trying to fight back. I'm very dead here, I think. Yeah, that sucks. Just can't escape. No boots. Could go for Berserkers now, but I think the main thing is I just need to knock Greed for a headshot. And I know Volibear is ganking me. God damn it, it's just such a hard instinct to ignore. It's like, hang on, I just noticed the KDA thing could be cleaner. Okay, that's a little bit too much of a cutoff, hang on. Oh, god damn it. It's hard to see while I'm editing exactly when the black thing goes away. This guy was... I can definitely tell you was just loss-hitting way too much there. There's no way I should have arrived this to a little CS, but well. I'm sure he was only loss-hitting, but I'm sure he was also loss-hitting with great margin where he could have let the minions just get focused a little bit more. Let's check again for a pink. Wow, Jesus. So they have the pink here, and they also have 2 more in Yumi's inventory. Whoa. Okay. What the hell? That guy came out of nowhere, man. Alright, so why did I ult there? You might wonder. Well, in case Talon was about to go invisible, I think my W visibility was about to go away. I probably shouldn't be staying here. I guess I'll just have to base for Berserkers. But, I mean, okay, for now they're not actually following up there. But yeah, in case Talon goes invisible with his ult, I'm not going to be able to focus him anymore, and then he's going to escape the fight. Whereas, if I channel ult while he's still visible, even if he goes invisible right after... Weird pink. Ooh, if he just engages on them, I could hit them with a Q. I think Misfortune gridded there. By going out of the minion cover, my Q would have done insane damage to her, so Nautilus just needed to auto-attack her, and he was right next to her. Should have gotten massively chunked, and the HP lead would have been at least somewhat compensated for it. Holy crap. Alright, I need to get out. Unfortunately, that wasn't such a good time to engage. Okay, he's probably dead. Okay, we can just do this as well. This will get the Infinity Edge fairly early, which is what I would really prefer over Berserkers. It's not like we need massive DPS right now. So I'd rather go for the lower power spike right now, but bigger power spike once I get Infinity Edge. In fact, I think I might just not want to upgrade Berserkers at all until I've already got my Mortal Reminder. It's gonna be pretty important this game, I think.
Excellent shot.
Okay, they don't have a pink and try. Jesus Christ. Okay, so 1 pink on the Misfortune, 2 pinks on Yumi. They buy so many goddamn pink boards. Alright, Nautilus is clearly not going to be able to find an engage from this position, so I want to try and crash this and force a wave reset. Oh my god. Ooh.
I'll have this finished before tea time.
Okay, I don't know why I'm just pushing again. My bad. Habit. It's not how I'm supposed to be playing with Nautilus. This is definitely the counter synergy between Nautilus and Caitlyn. The way Caitlyn wants to push and so easily pushes when she's harassing. But, it's not how you want to play with engaged support. We could also just play the promo push, but then the thing is Yumi's gonna massively outscale Nautilus. They're gonna place out another pink here. Do we have Nautilus anywhere? Hello? Oh my god, I'm dead. What took him so long? I got Fleet, so I can go for the auto for the movement speed. I guess load sadly. We also got Hecarim right there, by the way. Okay, I don't know what Nautilus was doing there, though. He took forever to respond. Hopefully we get that Drake. We did, nice. Yeah, let me it's hard to see the map exactly because of this icon, but let's see. So, I see they're going for the pink. I'm moving. Nautilus runs into the brush. It just stays in the brush! Bro was just AFK during this. Oh no. I just trusted him blindly that he would move towards the fight. I didn't bother looking at the map. I wasn't checking like, is Nautilus moving to this fight? I took it for granted that he would. I did not think I needed to check that. Also, this might sound silly, but I feel like Yumi might be a smurf. She feels way too clean with the Qs. Oh my god, that was way off. Like, I do not even struggle to dodge Yumi Qs from Diamond. Yumi's this much. She's got no movement speed. Beautiful. Won't be able to kill Yumi though, even if I landed the Q. Okay, it's not gonna be first turret, but it's still nice to get this turret. This lane is clearly not going in our favor, even though we have a Yumi counter, so let's try and end the lane phase early. As early, well, not really early, but as early as we can, given our first opportunity. Okay, Mundo's currently top, Talon is currently top. I don't know where Volibear is. Oh, Volibear is bot. I can tell he was the only person that could have placed that. Holy shit. I just can't get away, man. Fuck me. Nautilus out of ward. He definitely should have not been walking in front of me, just placed a ward, check that we're safe. Oh well. I was hoping Volibear would also be topside since that's where all the action was. Okay, with any luck, my next base is on Mortal Reminder. If not, I'll have to go Berserkers. I don't feel like I want to bother selling Dagger for Lost Whisper. Okay, Yumi just wasted her E, but the thing is she can still block it. And she keeps doing it, so this doesn't feel like a bronze Yumi, you know? Oh my god, the minion block there made it so I couldn't dodge that. That's so illegal. And I couldn't reach the cannon because of the minion block. So I missed the cannon as well. That's so stupid. Oh man. Fucking hate minion block. That's crazy. That was like honestly just a bad Q from Yuumi unless she expected me to get blocked. And trapped into the Q like that. But I doubt that. I'm saving this headshot in case we find an engage here. Okay, we see Talon mid, Mundo mid. Where is Volibear? So far doesn't seem to be in the brush. Okay, Volibear is top.
Even the smallest clue can break a case.
Okay, the red buff isn't up. Hello, Talon. They have a few too many people on bot side right now. Oh my god. First they have vision there, I suppose. That sucks. I forgot they had vision. I'm just dead. I shouldn't have even wasted barrier. My bad, my bad. Fuck! Okay, but again, we should have had a ward in there. There was no reason not to ward that. I should have at least had an idea they were coming for me. As much as it was just not smart for me to do this like in vision. In fact, even... Like, we didn't have a ward in the bush or in the lane. Like, even in the lane actually would have been more useful for this purpose. Once they killed the wave, I just had no idea that they were rushing towards me. But again, like, my mistake as well. It was obvious they would, because I knew... Like, Yuumi had already thrown a Q at me when I wasn't even in the brush yet, so we knew they had vision in this area, so they knew I was doing golems, and... They were overcommitted onto bot side, but if I give them a chance to kill me 3v2, well... You know, that's not a mistake from their part, it's... Like, vindicated in hindsight. And I let them do that. Oh man, finish the Volibear though. Trolling with these Qs. Okay, nice. Okay, we won the fight. Gonna go mid. Because I could guess Alan would go bot. No, but don't take my farm. Oh man. Just place the Herald, bro. Don't just shove the wave first. Or should I say tax my wave? So this Herald didn't even do full damage because he taxed the wave before placing it. Oh man. Peel, 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 peel! Thank god. Jesus. Okay, Yuumi has... the anti-CC thing. Mikhail's weird. Yeah, I'm gonna look her up though. I can tell... Like, it's bizarre, right? I can tell that Yumi's smurfing, but yeah, we really can. There is a difference between a bronze Yuumi and a diamond Yuumi, believe it or not. I nearly have Mortal Reminder, but not quite yet. She's a level 58 account, but... hasn't really played much ranked games this season, so I can't actually confirm she's a smurf. I can tell though, like I am telling you, that is not a bronze Yuumi. Don't know who the fuck wants to smurf on Yuumi of all champions, but... maybe she's duoing somebody in this game. Oh, come on. Okay, looks like the prize goes to us then. Could be a Talon coming towards me if I go for this wave. Oh god, he already had vision of me. Oh man. Wait, I keep meaning to ult, but I just didn't. Okay, my bad. I also wasted barrier. At least I live though. They might just come for me because Nautilus isn't covering me here. If they have vision up here. But yeah, the fact that they also just always seem to have vision in the exact place they need to fuck me over. Again, just indicates Yuumi has good macro and knows where to ward. Okay, I have more to reminder for this guy, although I think he just used his ult. Oh, guess I won't finish him. It's not worth ulting him because I know the ult won't kill him. Oh. Oh, right, he couldn't cancel that. Wait, let me go for the wave at least! Oh. Oh, okay, there's gonna FF. I was gonna say though, it might be a Phantom Dancer worthy game. Depending on how... Well, nah, I don't think it should come to that. Their comp wasn't that tanky. Alright, GG. Alright, gamers, welcome. This game we're going to be playing Caitlyn Janna into Nilah Rell. We're going to be running the lethal tempo this time since we're facing a tank support in lane. And a tank in the top lane later on in the game. It should be useful at all stages. So Caitlyn against Nilah is a pretty good matchup, even though we're fairly auto-attack reliant and she can dodge like the headshot. Once she actually has her dodging ability. We're still really long range, which is very hard for Nilah to deal with. She's better into shorter range picks, so she really likes facing melee supports. Doesn't like facing enchanters, and certainly will not enjoy playing against the enchanter that has the best disengage in Janna. So this is a horrible matchup to be playing Nilah into. Nilah is absolutely broken, but can't just blind pick her into every matchup, I would say. Actually, I should have leveled D. This is the matchup where disengages are very important, actually. I'm gonna play respectfully now that I don't have my E, actually. Oh crap, this minion is dead. What the hell? I guess Janna dragged it all the way to our wave, so our wave one-shot it. I didn't say that. Oh, that could be bad. And there's this disengage. Oh, Nilah doesn't have her dodge thingy yet, so nice. Cool. Well, so much for playing respectfully. Turns out to not be needed. Alright, Nilah definitely needs to be not staying here. Okay, she has the dodge thing now. Ah, wasted it, damn it. Okay, nice, she got one shot. She should not have dashed into my Q. This sucks dragging the melees into this, but oh well. Hopefully the wave still ends up fine. Worst case scenario, it's not going to be an ideal wave stay, but it shouldn't be a disaster either. Should at least push back towards us even if we miss a lot of CS in the process. Looks like we're going to be able to base on BF Sword just fine here. Since we are facing a tank support in lane, I might just go Yuntal here.
They cannot run from the long arm of the law, nor from the scope of my rifle.
Yeah, another upset about this matchup is that as much as like Caitlyn is like obviously you lose out on a lot if your headshot gets dodged. Caitlyn still also gets a lot of her damage in lane out of her Q, not necessarily her auto attacks. And she can't dodge our Q. But even then, I mean, you can see, like, even if I'm not landing my Q, I still land autos. It's a lot of damage. And Nilah just can't dash into my range to match the trade because I'm just so long ranged. I trade from outside of her E range. And even when she does engage, I've also got disengaged from my E. Like, it's just horrid for Nilah. It's one of the worst possible matchups. Got her. Alright, I don't want to miss out on this melee, but I do want to go ward. Nah, never mind, I see Echo.
I will not tolerate lawlessness.
Okay, need a level 5 already.
Much appreciated.
Can try and stack on my headshot. Got her. Ooh, I'm actually under turret here. I guess I'll just try and trade 1 for 1. Okay, we got it. Not too bad. Alright, leave this wave. Leave this wave. We'll drop a well played. I guess I should have predicted the Rel CC, my bad. I should have immediately been trying to disengage. But oh well, whatever. I assume I cost Neela some CS there. That should pay off for us. Let's see, how much did Neela miss out on there because I killed her under turret? Not too much. Not too much, really. Thankfully, the wave stay was good for us, though, because you can see, ooh, I'm arriving to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 CS. She's only arriving to 6. Just the fact that it was under their turret, and the waves collided on their side of the map, just means that it's just naturally favorable towards me anyway. Trying to soak up as much farm here before Janna gets into lane as I can, because I like getting that solo XP. Alright, do we want to ward it? For now we see Echo topside. Like, still? Bro is like laning top.
A true professional is always
Jesus.
has strong wounds. Brilliant. Right where I want.
I should be fine. Neela is probably just too low to follow up here comfortably. Yeah, it's not too bad. If Neela engaged, of course, I could always just disengage with my E, so it wouldn't be super bad trade.
Hot on the trail.
Okay, now I definitely want to ward. I can place 2 wards by myself, actually. 1 here. We just won't pressure them under turret here. I'm just going to go place a ward here as well. Not that there's even a Drake to reveal there, but still, it reveals this area. So we're gonna know in advance if we're getting flanked by Echo. Ideally, I should have placed it a little bit closer here, actually, just to... Like, there's a ward there anyway, I suppose, so it's fine. But if there wasn't that ward, I would want to cover Echo, potentially going into our jungle as well to flank us from there. Alright, Neela might be basing, because she was kind of low, so... And if she is basing, could be a good time to base. Although I would probably just rather base on a kind of wave, so... Next wave isn't a kind of wave, so I'm just gonna push for now. I can get the free plating. Need to be careful that I don't get engaged on here. Since Janna is mid, I can't really try and prevent them freezing. Rel should actively be looking for my base here. This is the like laziest thing that loyal supports do. Like, not even loyal, like this only starts to consistently happen, I would say, around Masters. But it's such a simple thing. Like, you know the enemy ADC, and you know, in this case me, as Caitlyn, is wanting to, after that shoving that wave, wants to base. So as Rel, you just check this brush, check this brush, check this brush, walk all the way up. Like, don't let me get away with a greedy recall, you know? Like, I should have to base under turret. This is where Rel can't reach me. I should have to base here. But because she's lazy, and I know she's lazy because she's a low support, I get away with basing here. Potentially, if I was out of sight, I could also get away with basing there. But they would have seen me go there. Okay, Neela has a cloth armor.
I do love a good mystery.
Just trying to harass whoever I can. Obviously, Rel is just much easier to land Q1 right now because of her low movement speed in that form. Oof, the headshot. Actually, I need to be careful. Rel could engage very easily there, especially if she's willing to flash. Do we know where Echo is? If I had to guess, I would say he was just top, but or mid actually, since Ryze just died. That could mean that he could gank a spot side, so let's play safe. Oh. We pretty much know that Rel is trying to blow up on Janna there, even if we lost vision. So, do we not have wards? Wow, we really don't have any wards. Janna doesn't have any. I don't have any. Okay, now they don't have Nila's dodging thing. Oh, hang on. Nice one, Rice.
Me miss? Not by a long shot.
I could have just ulted her right away. Oh, I still got her. I don't even know how that didn't hit Rel, but nice. Yeah, I shouldn't have even bothered with the Q. I realized too late that Rel actually went too far away from Nila to block. And I wasted time with the Q cast. Thank you, Isiako. Second item, we're gonna do Lord Dominic's.
I'm not here to stand.
It's gonna be really good actually over Infinity Edge, considering even the ADC is building Tabis. If even the ADC is building Tabis, you know you're gonna get hella value out of Lord Doms. I guess I won't go for the plating though, let's just base. I'm basing on a kind of wave as well, so perfect timing. I don't want to stay any longer. I'm fine, I'm fine. Potentially I should have got a pink ward instead of a dagger, since we can just perma push here in this matchup. At least when we're this ahead. I mean, there is a chance that they could just engage on us and kill us though, but we can just play really safe and just try and harass with Q as much as possible under turret. And obviously if we're gonna play under turret, it's nice to have that extra vision from the pink. Oh, if only I had ult, I could get the free harass on Nila right now. Well, now I can. That doesn't get blocked. And now she's off HP for free. She doesn't have the dodging thing, so... Oh! I crit. I'm gonna flash before I get pulled in. Echo's gonna ult. Oh, come on. Oh my god, that's crazy. Bro was so fast.
Turret plating will fall soon. Killing spree.
Got them in my sights.
Oh, and a crit.
Let's do this by the book.
In a perfect world, I base on Lord Dom's. Ooh, 10 gold for that. Holy crap, this wall just spawned on me.
Even the smallest clue.
If I can just get this gold to myself. Let's wait for Janna to walk away in case she was already in the range. Yes, I got to ult myself. And I need one more wave, and then I would have Lord Doms. For now, seems safe. Hopefully Rel isn't in this brush to block. Perfect. Okay, this Nila needs to stop panicking and realize, like, you dodge autos with that thing? Oh, shit. You don't block single target abilities. Okay, nice. Well, I got my Lord Doms.
If time never sleeps, then I best put on another pot of tea.
To base. I'm actually gonna have enough for Berserkers as well. We have 10 CS per minute at 15 minutes. It's a very good game. Oh, I just realized this has been wrong all video. Whoops. It's not bronze and Mimar, it's silver, one or the other. Since I'm bronze 2 at this point, I suppose it might be silver. My Mimar should be higher than the average rank since my win rate is high. Okay. Ah. Okay, well I'll land some extra damage at least.
It's my business to know.
There's a Rose about to spawn there. I say about this, like within the next 20-30 seconds, something like that. I'm not sure the exact time frame.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay, for now they all seem to be top, so I can actually hopefully keep on pressuring Nila here.
Your turret has been destroyed.
It's not impossible she's in that brush.
Killing spree. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Okay, guess she doesn't want to try and defend. Which to be fair, I mean, with the lead I have, she would probably get destroyed. It's a bit too late now to try and contest stuff. Yeah, because their team just abandons bot side, and, well, not completely, there was Nila, but because I'm so ahead, I just get away with that, whereas if anybody tried to gank me, I'd be fine. But we have all the information to know it's safe to push there. Another rose spawning there. Ooh, a big one, nice. Ooh, another big one here. What the? Oh my god, so many roses. What the hell? Oh my god. Oh, what? There's so many roses here, bro. What the hell? I just got so much value from my team there. I wasn't even gonna stay for one more wave, but fuck it. Since I stayed for so many roses anyway and happened to be a cannon wave. Oh yeah.
An ally has been slain.
Alright, I've already got the main reason why I would even want this island in low elo, so... At this point I'd like to group mid at some point if I can. Okay, Raz just died. So mid lane is free, but I also need to defend this and make sure I don't hand this over for free. I should ult there. Bro, when is she gonna learn her lesson? She must be assuming that it actually reduces the damage. What it does is it reduces, like, aside from blocking auto attacks, obviously, it reduces magic damage by 15%, 25%, something like that. It doesn't do anything against kill on ult, though. Oh man, if I had saved my ult, though, I'd be able to finish that guy off. Huge. Alright, this fight is over, so I'm just gonna leave. There's on top. Okay, I suppose my team needs help with this. An idea that we leave that undefended, but well. I'm not gonna get there in time anyway, probably. Oh, he actually stopped pushing. Bro doesn't want 700 gold.
Progress is essential to survival, but not like this.
Yes! Holy shit. Oh man. Yeah, that looks like my team was batting off more than they could chew in the enemy jungle. Soon I'll have Infinity Edge. So Janna was the culprit.
I will not tolerate lawlessness.
I'm down to ult, the first carry I see. Honestly, actually no, she's half HP, I shouldn't have done that. Like, she has the recall now, but if I just harassed her first a little bit, if she tried to defend there, then I could ult her and finish her off. Whereas now I've told her, oh, like I've let her know in advance, like, yeah, you're gonna die here. Whereas I could have tried to make it not obvious to her that she would die. Oh well. I'd already committed to ulting the first carry I saw. I didn't take time to think like, oh, wait, she's already half HP. This is someone who I want to kill, not someone who I want to harass. The only reason I would harass her if she's half HP is if I'm also half HP and I'm trying to get an advantage in any fight that might happen, right? But if I'm full HP and I know she's no threat, then yeah, fuck it. Just save my ult, try and reserve it for a kill instead of harass. Can't get a quick look, it's not worth waiting, so we'll just go for the dagger, and of course we're going to be building Fire Cannon.
No matter the situation, a good investigator
Enemy
always
killing
remains.
spree.
Might be worth running cut down though. Sorry, yeah, cut down if I do this kind of playstyle on Caitlyn. Coup de grace has the higher win rate, I think, and it's the most popular, but I think it's also not that common for people to use kill and ult as harass, even though I think it's the optimal strategy. But I think if you're doing that, probably should actually run coup de grace. Cut down is... Let's get the next up. I can steal the enemy raptors here. Potentially. Just making sure that I can farm this safely without Rel just threatening a flash engage. Ryze is getting probably just caught out. I could try and help, but instead I can also just push and then evaluate. And if the fight is pretty much already over, then I can keep pushing. No, the fight is not over, so I can actually influence it, so... Oh god, that's more people here than I expected. Dude, I thought it was just Ornn. Come on, I'm almost out. Oh my god, okay, thank you for the peel, Jana. Oh my god, oh my god, okay. Thank god I live. I got life still, enough life still to kill this. Yeah, I suppose I can stick around for this thing. I've no idea if it's the one that does the fucking slashy thing. Hopefully I just outranged that anyway. Oh god. It does the slashy thing. I don't think it reaches Caitlyn's max range though, but I'm not sure. Fuck it. I think on my next recall I'm gonna have Fire Cannon anyway, so I may as well just do this. Soul my Durance Blade for Vamp Scepter. Because if on my next recall I can get Fire Cannon either way, then man, what a waste it would have been to not sell my Durance Blade for Vamp Scepter, which is a clear upgrade. Raptors is the only camp that Caitlyn or Evelyn even has up right now.
Have this finished before tea time.
But she's not going to farm it, so fuck it. She has golems coming up anyway. Oh, Ryze ganked again. Oh, but he escaped. Nice. Okay, when I'm farming this wave, I want to try and set up my headshot on it. Hang on. Oop. There we go. Got my headshot. Trying to make sure that when I finish a wave, the lost auto sets me up a headshot. No way she jumped onto another trap. Didn't think that would be a kill. Yeah, we're doing Drake, but do they need me? Probably not. Holy shit, there is an echo there. Well, that's hindsight. Might as well finish this wave now that I'm already here. Oh, man. Holy shit, and he's killing Jana. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, I guess I'm fine? Okay, well that sucked. Yes, killable. No, I wasn't in range to ult. Fuck. Hang on, he should surely come into vision though, right? Because I just need to press R and he's dead. He's not doing golems, he's probably in that brush then? Yep. Okay, he's dead. Beautiful.
On to the next case. Boom. Headshot.
And as I said, next recall, we got Fire Cannon available already. I should have E'd into her range. Oh well. Ooh, damn. I guess she doesn't have W then. Just can't reach there through the Victor W. I should have set up my headshot. Yeah, it's a killing habit I gotta get used to. It's not something I started thinking about until recently.
Run from the long arm of the law, nor from the scope of my rifle.
But basically the idea is if you can wipe out a wave with your Q, instead of just immediately using your Q, why not set up your headshot first, get yourself to the headshot, and then wipe out the wave with Q, you know? Then you're getting basically you're gonna start just averaging more damage to champions, because you're averaging more headshots to champions, just with that one very simple habit. Nice. I can stop at the red buff actually.
As expected, the law bends for no one.
Has destroyed a turret.
This is going to be especially important as well, that habit, now that I've got Fire Cannon.
An ally has been slain.
So here, we set up the headshot. I got it, now I Q. Now I can poke somebody with a Fire Cannon headshot. Or I can use it on this turret, but it would be so much more satisfying to do that. And he's dead. If he doesn't have Zhonya's? Okay, he does. Holy crap, I took no damage there. Where did my trap go? What? How did my trap end up there? I must have really misclicked. Holy crap. Oh, okay. Well, he's dead. He'll almost go one shot.
Open and shut.
Set up the headshot, then Q the rest. Which I ended up just using on the turret anyway, but still. It's double damage onto the turret, also worth. I knew my next auto there was going to be a headshot, so bro did not want to fuck with me there. Nice. Oh, wait, there's a Victor here. Okay, let's get out of here. Whoa.
No stone left unturned.
Ally has been slain.
Oh, he landed right on the trap. Oof. Okay, that was nice. Yeah, I'm just kind of untouchable right now. Okay, GG. Alright gamers, welcome. This game we're going to be playing Caitlyn Sona into Smolder Mel. I think they have a weak level 1. So I'm just going to run into these brushes if we happen to run into them. We should hopefully be able to win the fight just as long as I land my Q. Because Smolder Q is not a long enough cooldown to have DPS, and aside from that, I also have headshots that will be coming up in the brushes, so that would be a good fight to take. I missed, oh well. I played that fairly safe.
Even the smallest clue can break a case.
Managing to do a lot of damage to Smolder just through my Q right now. That's good. Oop.
Much appreciated.
First blood. An ally has been slain.
Okay, there may be a chance that Nocturne might go for an early gank.
No one.
He just ganked mid. If he goes bot now, like I don't know where he started, but if he goes bot, potentially we could be looking at an early-ish gank. We're gonna level E here, we don't need traps, we don't have any CC to combo it with, and we're not currently under turret anyway. Under the enemy turret. Whereas E can be really good for trading. Oh, wow, that really badly missed, what the hell? I've got a headshot coming up, so I walk forwards after that auto, and we managed to land it. Boom.
Someone called for a sheriff.
I haven't seen Mel use W yet. I don't know how annoying that's going to be if it reflects my Q back at me.
No more cat and mouse.
We could do with more vision. Sona has a ward. She hasn't placed anything yet, I don't think, so she should place her trinket. I assume she has 2. Yeah, she does. Go ward, bro. Go ward. I don't want to be vulnerable to gank, and it would be stupid for me to use my trinket. Yeah, this was greedy of me. Got the headshot coming up though, so we want to temporarily drag this out, and she had the shield. Yeah, she took so long to finally place that ward that ended up being 1v2 for longer than I should have been. Oh, did he not have barrier? Oh, he has cleanse for some reason. Well, I have barrier, so hopefully I can survive long enough to shove in this wave. I know it's really close to getting executed, but for now, I don't think she can finish me. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna be able to base on BF sword here.
If time never sleeps, then I best.
And this is definitely not gonna be a Intel game. We just do Infinity Edge Rush here. Infinity Edge Rush into Lord Dominic's into Farkanen should be enough to deal with the Scion, and Intel DPS is certainly not gonna be needed for this lane matchup.
They cannot run from the long arm of the law, nor from the script of my rifle. I aim to win.
Okay, we want to do Drake, so I'll try and crush the whiff. Oh. Didn't realize she was going to get one of those. Shouldn't miss having a plating there. I mean, we could have got one if we didn't have to help with the Drake, but I don't think the plating should die, so we'll be able to pick that up later. I don't want to place a ward in there because if there's a pink, or if they're gonna place a pink, I'm not gonna be able to contest it and defend my wards, so for now I'll hold on to that. And there's a chance that they've already placed a pink in the brush. Guess not for us. I'm actually just prioritizing trading with Mel over actually getting the lost hits, because she's just leaving herself in a really vulnerable position. Like, she's clearly trying to trade with me while I'm lost hitting, so I'm just not gonna lost hit and just trade back instead, so I don't lose lane pressure. And now that we've shoved in the wave, now if there's a pink, we can defend it, or contest it. And so now the enemies don't get a chance to clear my trinket. Mel would have had to have had a red trinket to do that. I must only use my ultimate to harass, by the way, when Mel is not near Smolder, otherwise she'll just reflect it with her W. Or if the W is on cooldown, I can do that as well. I don't mind too much who I hit with it, to be fair. I can sacrifice one caster to just land as much damage as I can here. She still has her W, remember? So, no using ult. Okay, she used it. I'm getting a headshot here, by the way. Oh, I don't have mana now, though. Oh, man, and you just healed. Oh, fuck's sake. I'm gonna have to flash out. This is so sad. I think he leveled up during the dive, right? That's crazy. Alright, my bad, though. If I realized that I wasn't gonna have mana for ult after using E, I wouldn't have used E. I would have just walked out of the turret aggro. So, it's partially on me for sure.
My business to know what others do not.
Hopefully I should be able to base here. Actually, this is really annoying. If he's gonna freeze, I might just want to stay. But the thing is, if I try and stay and break the freeze, he also can just gank. He also knows that I'm staying because there was a ward there, apparently. I don't think he should have ult back up just yet, at least. Oh, she just... Oh my god, okay. Well, that was a miscalculation. Oh, well, nothing to be done about it. Yeah, that's the crappy thing, is, like, that's a win-win for Nocturne. Like, if he creates a freeze, his botling gets a lead. If I try and counter it by breaking the freeze, he gets the ult and gank me and get the free kill. I thought he wouldn't have the ult, so a gank would be harder than that, but no, it was already back up. My bad. So unfortunately, that was just lose-lose for me. There was no response for me there. I had to just accept the enemy bot and was going to have a good wave state there, and I would miss out on a whole wave for it. I don't want to position too close to the brushes in case they're just trying to cheese in there. If I get hit by a Mel W, I'm going to take a terrible trade. Assuming Mel... No, Mel W might be our shield. I was talking about a root.
I'm here to protect.
I'll ask Sona to ward there. Okay, she knows. Well, it's not too much damage when she reflects that back at me. I was stood in that because I was casting Q. Alright, we want to stop perma pushing now. Unfortunately, Nocturne is just really, really good at punishing this Caitlyn playstyle. So his ult should be coming back up. If it's not already back up, then it will be coming up soon. So I want to stop pushing in advance and just start playing safe, even though we have a huge advantage in the 2v2. I just can't abuse it because of the fact that Nocturne can gank me no matter how much vision I have. Of which right now we have plenty of vision, so unless if I see Nocturne using ult on like top lane or mid lane or something, then I can start playing aggressive again. And he is bot side. Wait. No. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm so dead here. I'll just try and kill Mel. Okay, not too bad. Huh. The Drake! Are you kidding me? No, I actually think I would have escaped in the end. Oh, that blows. Who aggroed the Drake? Were they already on? Yeah, they were already on it. So that makes sense. But god damn. This fight was happening for so long. I can't believe the Drake was stayed aggroed for that long. Actually, it didn't. It de-aggroed. Wait, why did it just suddenly start focusing us again? Okay, now I'm actually confused because I don't think it should have been. Like, what? Why would it just walk out of its pit and attack me? The last time anybody touched the Drake was approximately 12:02. So the Drake comes out to attack me literally like 15 seconds later. Like, what? That doesn't even make sense. Oh, I got really fucked over there. Maybe I could have lived, who knows. I might have still died to like a Zigzult or something, but man, at least I would have forced a Zigzult, you know? So, Nocturne is currently in our jungle, Mel is currently trying to freeze to force us to be overextended or to bait us into trying to break the freeze. For now, we just have to like check our own jungle. We can't really address that wave until we know we're not getting ganked by Nocturne. He might be on our wolves. Okay, he's not. I did briefly see him go into our jungle, but I suppose he didn't actually go for our camps. Maybe he actually did just recall. Okay, Smolder broke the freeze. Very smart. So again, like Nocturne ult is going to be back up at any point. I can't just continue playing aggressive. At this point, we've lost our lead anyway. Although I'm still up in items and Smolder. Actually gonna block it, I'm trolling. So annoying, I forgot. Oh, she couldn't block that. I've got a lot of sustain as well, so I'm recovering a lot better from these trades than they are. Okay, but again, I gotta think about Nocturne. I forgot. Started pushing mindlessly. Oh, it's actually top. Okay, we can perma push now. Ooh! Oh man, that was close. Okay, no cleanse on the Smolder then. This should get us a turret, right? Is this gonna be first turret? I think it is, yeah. It's quite late for no turret to be taken. Oh no, Sound knows, he knows, he's trying to race us. Oh, thank god we got it. Does it even matter, like his feat's already decided? Oh, we might already have it anyway. I don't know if there's any bonus to first turret anymore. Besides the feats. Come on, come on, come on. Nice. Sad that I just barely couldn't base on Quiver or another longsword.
One must never start an investigation without first examining the evidence.
God, I haven't been able to harass with ult all game because Mel has just been holding on to W the whole time. Finally, I get to do it. And the damage was increased by 25 thanks to cut. Yeah, cut down.
Shut down.
Don't know where Nocturne is.
Suspect engaged.
Definitely can't overextend against him. Oh. Well, he currently shows mid, but if I keep pushing bot, he can easily just rotate bot and ult me before I can get away, so yeah, definitely can't keep pushing. Oh, hello. I guess I'll take the safe pathing around. Don't want to get sandwiched between Nocturne, ult, and the Scion. Oh god, this guy is tanky. Not gonna be able to deal with him until Lord Dominic's. Victor should go bot. Perfect, he's actually gonna do it. Good, because this is certainly a game where side laning is ADC. Even with low macro, it's just gonna get punished so hard here. Oh, god damn. Okay, fine for now. And we'll slowly heal up thanks to Sona Sustain. One auto and then I get a headshot. Okay, Nocturne just tilted before dying, I suppose. Alright, whatever, I'll use the headshot on the cannon. She's gonna block it, isn't she? Yeah, like, she can get into... Because the... Ooh, god. I didn't mean to take this, I'm gonna have to... I was gonna run into a safe spot, but that's fine. I just insta-killed it anyway. Yeah, she needs to be really far away from whatever target I want to hit, because the width of her shield is just massive. So she has so much time to get close to the target to block it. Yeah, Soaring Hush just doesn't seem to have anything to block besides that. Ooh. Wow, that's already back up. Okay. Got a headshot. Oh, a Zig still. He would be hard to hit until I've got Fire Cannon. I'm running low on mana, but this, ooh, shit, I should have gone for that plant. Too late. Didn't see it. Ideally, I would base on Lord Dominic's, like I'm really close to it. Oh, come on. That's really sad. That's really, really sad. Maybe I'll just base since I don't have enough AD to one-shot these casters. That makes my life really inconvenient right now. Might actually even end... Like, me choosing to stay might actually end up delaying my Lord Dominic's rather than speeding it up if the lack of Q one-shotting on casters just denies me enough gold. So I may as well. Mel shouldn't be around. So we finally just get the harass. Got a proper headshot counter like near on Caitlyn's like HP bar area would be so fucking useful, because the position of this thing on my status bar changes depending on what other effects I've got on myself. It's so fucking hard to just casually look down and check how many stacks you have when you have no idea where it actually is being counted. Like, why is it suddenly at the front? It was here. It was over to the right. It's not consistent at all. Oh. I'm gonna have to flash out of the fear. Oh, I'm so perma-slowed. Ah, Jesus Christ. What was slowing me there all the time? Must have been red buff, right? Not as far as I can tell. Just Nocturne Smite? Really? Maybe Nocturne Smite combined with Smolder W. I don't know, that's crazy. I can't survive there after using every summoner. And Sona ulting. Like, why is he perma-slowed? Oh, wait. No, Nocturne doesn't have the red smite. Then I don't know why. Oh, there was a stride breaker as well. So, I'm thinking maybe it must have just been a perfect overlap between Nocturne Stridebreaker, then Nocturne Smite, then Smolder W, to make sure that during, like, this whole, say, 5-second chase, I was slowed the entire time. Even if it wasn't a perfect overlap, like, there must have been, like, some degree of optimal overlapping there. Or if not optimal, then, like, at least good overlap to make sure that I was slowed the entire time or nearly the entire time. God, there might be another fucking Nocturne ult here. I'm not sure I would live. I can't go for the Scuttle Crab unless we have Viego around. Is what I'm gonna say. Wait, I can't get near the wall! No! That's so lame. Fuck me, man. I don't know what happened there. Was it minion block or what? I was trying to path towards the wall to just E over it, and that would have easily broken the fear, but I just couldn't. It made me path. I don't know. I was trying to click as close to the wall as possible. But I was trying, like, I'm trying to move here, and instead it's making me path here, you know? Fuck. That really sucks. Because if I just path over here, and then I E over this wall, there's no way Nocturne can keep the tether on me. Ah, that's really annoying, because that wasn't a safe spot. My pathing just fucked me over. I was aware that I could be Nocturne ulted, but I was also aware that I was in a position where if I just E over this wall, I'm fine. Hang on, I can wait for Quick Cloak. Because that's the biggest counterplay you can have towards Nocturne ult, is just be in an area where you can dash over a wall and escape. Obviously, this only really applies to dash champions, or if you at least just have your flash up. Then at least you know you can blow flash and just easily escape. Ah, what a dumb game though. Like, the fact that I'm better than the enemy team just doesn't really matter so much when there's so minimal counterplay towards these Nocturne ults. Oh, right, of course. I still hit him. Nice. Can go for another ult as well. I'm gonna back off now though, because there could be a Nocturne ult. I don't have my E up. There's no like clear wall where I can dash over. This one would be hard to dash over. Even if I did have my E up. Okay, I've got my headshot, so I'm just gonna... Boop. Cost me a little bit of HP, but... Okay, huge. Can we try and steal this? Damn, we didn't. I could try and kill the Nocturne, but I knew that the Drake would just die before I had a chance to kill him. So I may as well try and cheese the steal there. If he mistimed the smite, or if he didn't have smite. I'm trying to trap him with traps on both sides. So everywhere he goes, he gets trapped. Exactly. Like, unless he just dramatically alters his pathing, you know? Like, if he wants to run to the left, he has to go up then left. He wants to run to the right, he has to run up then right. Anyway, my counterplay to Ziggs and Smolder will be much greater once I've got Fire Cannon. Still won't be much I can do against the Nocturne, but hopefully I can shove in a wave here. Oh, York just soloed that. And he just takes all the flowers. What a Giga Chad. That Smolder has really good reaction time with those cleanses, by the way. Jesus Christ. Got promo CC'd here. No way! Right into the trap. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, nice. He wasn't expecting me to do that. What? What? I flash queued! I didn't Q flash, I flash queued! Okay, at least she dies. What the fuck? What is this mark on me? That's just Mel. And I can pick all of these up. Let me show you that again. Let me show you the order of my inputs there. There's no fucking way that I accidentally Q flashed. I was very deliberately flash queuing. Oh god, it happens so fast, but hang on. Let's do it on slower speed. Q— what? Nah, there's no way. How could I do that by accident, though? Oh, man. I guess I must have done it by accident, then. What the fuck? Whoops. Maybe my muscle memory just took over. Nah, but it's not like Q Flash is something you don't get. It is something you do on other champs, though, I suppose. Must be it. Muscle memory from doing Q Flash on other champs. Okay, as I'm forming this wave, I'm going to stand towards the left Didn't work so well for me the last time, but that's mostly because I fucked it up. If Nocturne ults me from here, again, I've got that kind of play of running up to this wall, and boom. Then the fear would break very easily. Holy shit, we just did Baron. Can harass this guy, Mel isn't near him. Damn it, I missed 10 autos. Didn't get my headshot. This is such a thick wall though. But okay, I managed to break the fear. I did also get the ult, but... Ooh. I nearly got my E back up. Got didn't even look like my fire cannon range indicator got in range, but must be a little bit misleading. It's a nice trick against San is obviously just placing your trap on his Q. Like when he's charging his Q, just place a trap under him. And for him it's like, fuck, do I like just tank this headshot? Or do I cancel my Q early to make sure I don't get hit by it? Either way, it's unideal for him. Whereas me placing a trap is, so long as I'm not going to get hit by the Q, it's just not an inconvenience at all. Could be a Nocturne ult for me actually here. Okay, we got our teammates around. Ooh. I don't know about committing this hard to trying to end though. I was just gonna leave. Okay, I've got my collector. I'm not gonna bother helping with the Drake. My team should be able to get that just fine. I want a base. Oh, actually. Got him. I'll go for Raptors. It's meant to finish them all off with Q, but whatever. One can survive, that's fine. Now if I can just hit somebody with my headshot fire cannon. Ah, nobody's in range, whatever. Okay, we got it charged up again. Can maybe choose Mel with this. Boom! Wait, if she's... Oh, wait, shield! Okay, I think it's dead. Nice, perfect. Oh, that literally, that kill just happened because I very deliberately set up my headshot on the mini-wave, then finished it off with Q. Didn't waste my headshot just finishing off the wave. Oh, damn. Didn't realize. I could have thought of that, oh well. Yeah, and didn't get to charge on my headshot since Vector one-shot the wave. I mean, I could have just left my headshot, but I thought I could use up that headshot and still charge it up again. Oh my god, I'm taking so much damage here. I can't use Z because I would get blocked. Ah, but I die either way. Fuck, my bad. Yeah, holy shit, I took 1,000 damage from Ziggsy? Really? Holy shit, my bad. Didn't think it did that much damage. It only got 3 items too, what the hell? How much would it do if he was full build? I'm gonna go for the red buff. Oh, I could have been picking these up, but it's not worth turning around for. If I can just hit like one more plant or something, I can charge up the headshot that way. Whatever.
Let's investigate.
Headshot charged. The caster is whatever. It's literally more important to just keep my headshot up because of the fact that it can be a free kill if I get the right play than maximizing my farm by just getting one more caster, you know? Like, you see how free that is? I just dash into him, he turns on me, but because I had the headshot damage, he's literally gonna die. Even if I didn't have help there, I think he would have just died to my Q. 1v1, he would have been destroyed there because of my intentionally leaving the headshot charged. Ow. Oh, I didn't see her charging ult. Ah, it doesn't matter, I didn't have barrier. When did she charge ult though? Okay, yeah. Well, regardless of how this ends, this certainly wasn't the cleanest game from me. It's hard to have a super clean performance against Nocturne though, because he makes just the most innocent of moves, like just overextensions. So, yeah, without the better peeling support, I was always gonna die a lot this game. But certainly some deaths could have been avoided. Holy crap, I've done so much more damage with cut down than I would have with coup de grace though. It also helps, like, when I'm doing that whole charging up the headshot and harass with fire cannon, they're usually full HP when I do that, so that's a lot of extra damage from cut down too. I don't know why most Caitlyn players run coup de grace, like there's just no way that's better unless you're playing her wrong. Oh, this could be a huge mistake. Who's doing this? Actually, it might be Sion. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Come on. She's gonna reflect the shot back on me, and yeah, I can't really do anything about it. Fuck's sake. I knew as soon as she showed up that I couldn't fucking kill the Ziggs anymore. Reflecting shit that wasn't even aimed at her. Holy shit, that did a lot of damage, by the way. What the fuck? She reflected the headshot of all things back at me. God damn it. But damn it, I was hoping that would be more like Ziggs. Because I wasn't even on screen when he channeled the TP, so it's not like he intentionally set up this trap, right? That was just coincidence. But I suppose, like, he TP'd onto the front of the wave. That seems very deliberate. It obviously wasn't going to be, like, Ziggs TPing, who I also now realize was on the map anyway. Yeah, fucking hell, that guy took no damage. For now, I think I can upgrade this, because the, Bloodthirster Power Spike won't come for a while. Actually, fuck it, I'll also get an elixir. This game is probably going to end before I have Bloodthirster, so let's try and get the most impact possible right now. Since the game could end, like, literally within one team fight. Didn't reach. I think we have to not defend this. To reflect that, it is what it is. Well, I suppose I could have just not. Ooh. Well, shoot, dead to that one. I'm back to full HP. How crazy is that? He's dead. Unless... Okay, it did get blocked. No, Nocturne! Fuck's sake! Oh, but this was such a good play if he just didn't have the semi-global ult, you see? Like, good plays turn into bad plays when you're playing against Nocturne. It just is what it is. I find this champion is really good at just shutting down smurfs. Both in lane and out of lane. Just wait for the Smurf to start a crazy outplay and boom, you ruin the outplay with your global ult. This was a very long fight. I tanked 6,000 damage total, by the way. Jesus. Oh. We got it. Let's fucking go, Viego. I wouldn't keep going aggressive, though, probably. Well, I suppose he could one-shot Nocturne.
It seems I may have a new suspect.
Okay, Victor's going for mid farm. It's also not been a kind of game where I could average a side lane. Like, if I show up on bot lane for 5 seconds and Nocturne just happens to be nearby, well, I'm dead. So that's why I have 7 CS per minute this game.
Drop them in my sights.
Like, I can't even have good macro. I can't, like, make good plays against Nocturne. I can't have good macro against Nocturne. Just such a annoying champ. Fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. Hopefully that kills him. It did. Nice. Hang on. Mel could reflect the Farkin and shot back at me. Oh my god, dude, the fucking Zigzag again. My god. Alright, what is my headshot count? I have to dodge so many skill shots here, bro. No, I walked into that, my bad. Ah, fuck's sake. That just wouldn't let me walk up to the wave for so long. Alright, well I finally have Bloodthirster, so I'm just gonna be super tanky now. Actually, maybe I should just go Scimitar though, that would be helpful against... Would be helpful against Nocturne at least, but... I don't know, against everybody else it would be so much better to have Bloodthirster. I think I'm just gonna go for it and just hope we get enough peel against Nocturne. Because the ability to just tank through these guys and walk at them and one-shot them is huge. So I want the shield from Bloodthirster and I want the lifesteal from Bloodthirster. To the point where I can just lifesteal off of them to survive off of them while I'm jumping on them. Charging my headshot? Okay. Fuck, I wasted a headshot. Wait, I thought I already had the headshot. Oh, because I'm in the brush. Can't see. Oh, Nocturne just... He literally landed on my trap through the ult. Holy shit. Whoops. Jesus Christ. Okay, I guess we won this fight. I didn't have to do anything special. It was just my team carrying it. We got Infernal Soul too. I think Smolder was dead at the start of that. No wonder we stomped it then. Cause we got an ace, right? Maybe not actually. I don't see it. I shouldn't have ulted this early actually. He has plenty of time to just still go get his HP back. Yeah, that was a waste of an ult. I also shouldn't have lost at that. I don't even need the gold, and obviously keeping the headshot would have been useful. Oof, so close. Oh, may not be worth it. Actually, Nocturne didn't even go on me. Okay, it's fine then. Yeah, and you could one-shot Smolder there. Alright, GG. So if we can land a little bit of cheesy poke here. Ah, it worked the last game. Anyway, this game we're going to be playing Caitlyn Janna into
Minions have spawned.
Ashnami.
Stone left unturned.
I don't think they're in these brushes or they would have targeted me by now with Ash W or something, so I'm going to take a risk here. Works out. Now if they happen to walk into lane, I should be able to choose them with a Q. Especially if they walk either in front of the wave or behind the wave. If they're not going to be walking with the wave, they should be entering the lane probably through here. Then they just like start hitting the wave, like walk up to the wave there and start hitting the wave. Oop.
Predictable.
Okay, pretty good, pretty good. With any luck, maybe I'll land another Q on Ash. I'm gonna just leave now. I'm not necessarily gonna win the trade now, because Ash has W, and I have no abilities, so I'd rather just disengage there. Any attempt at dragging the Jade out is gonna be disproportionately good for her compared to me.
The heart of Piltover is its people.
I've got a fleet auto, so if I can trade now, that would be nice. I've got a headshot, so we'll walk forwards after that first auto. And make sure I land the second one as well, because I could see my headshot stacks was on 4. After 4, you know, that's the headshot, so we don't disengage after the first one. We keep track of the headshot stacks, and we see that we can land a headshot. Unfortunately, I need to lose this one.
Much appreciated.
I got another one. Oh, it didn't land it partially because of the heal. Oh, I need to flash here for sure. Potentially, well, I've got cleanse to potentially remove the Nocturne here, but unfortunately, yeah, okay, my bad. I should have worded. Okay, I can't even afford a call here. This is actually very annoying. I can buy a longsword though. It's better than nothing. Actually, because I'm playing Caitlyn, I suppose I'll buy a pink ward. Might not necessarily want to keep perma pushing if I've just lost the lead though, although every kill went to Nocturne. Potentially we want to help gain here. Oh. This could be good though. I mean, we know Nocturne has no flash. Nah, but he gets away though. Sure, let's try. I need this cannon though. God bless. Alright, my traps aren't going to be any good here, so I'm putting another point at the Q just in case. Just in case I need that extra damage. You're kidding me, he's back in the lane. Bro, you ganked me like 30 seconds ago. Go away. Alright, that's very unlikely we catch him. I'm obviously not going to be able to deny CS from Ash here. I don't have a good base to go for anyway, so it's not like I need to base. So we can just leave this wave pushing towards us. Their minions should annihilate my wave. Okay, not bad. Overall, obviously sucks to give him that double kill, but at least Nocturne has wasted a lot of time on his clear. So Kane is slightly ahead. And we at least got a kill back, so our lane isn't like completely ruined here. In fact, I've got as much gold from that one kill as... Actually, I got more gold from that one kill than Ash had from her 2 assists. Since the assists were split 3 ways. Ash, Nami, Nocturne. Alright, I'm definitely not going to end up placing this pink ward until my next base. There's just... Because I want the base fairly soon, right? Because I've got a lot of gold to spend. So I'm not going to place my pink, just instantly recall and let them take it, right? Alright, we're too far away to follow up with the trap there, but... we can definitely follow up with a Q at least. With any luck, maybe I can slow push long enough to actually... base on a BF sword. I'm gonna ward here, because even though Kane is currently here, I don't know how long he's gonna stand. If we're gonna shove this wave, we need vision there. Oh. No way she walked into that. Okay, that gives me the BF sword. Thought that trap was a long shot, but I wasn't sure I was gonna land the Q either. I guess we can try and do the Drake. It's annoying for me though, because I definitely want the base. We also might need to help out Victor here. Janna should at the very least do that. It's not like she brings much DPS to this Drake. Oh man. After this, I would drop the next wave just to finally get my base, but it's a kind of wave, so I don't want to do that. So this is just awkward in terms of finding a good base. It was going to be perfect if we just didn't have to do Drake. Obviously, that comes with an upside. We get a goddamn Drake. That is obviously good. It just makes my macro complicated from here on.
Even the smallest clue can point a case.
But we're going to be real patient with this pink ward. Because we're not looking to... The whole point of buying this pink ward is so I can pressure with more safety, more vision. But I'm not currently looking to pressure, so I'm not currently looking to place the pink. Hopefully this crash takes. Ash probably shouldn't have based, because she knows what position I'm in, right? She can assume. Yeah, this Caitlyn must have a lot of gold. She's been in the lane for a long time. She got 2 kills. She easily has enough gold for a BF sword. She wants to base for a BF sword. So I should... perhaps... not recall and just keep on pushing so Caitlyn doesn't get a good chance to base. That should be your thought process there. Because whatever base she just got, I think it was like boots and rec tricks. Like it's terrible. If we both recall, I benefit more from that than she does. So she should not have done that. I don't know what's going on here though. She actually went for a Roman as an ADC. Roaming for grubs. Traded 1 for 1, could be worse. Unfortunately, because I was in base, I actually cannot punish this, the fact that she roamed. She will be here soon and I won't make her miss much farm, unfortunately.
Never a dull moment.
Oh well. I get some time alone with this turret. For now, I assume Nocturne isn't level 6. I want to get this plating before I even consider warding. Here we go. Alright. I'll ward here and place a pink in here. Now we just want a perma push. Oh right, they've got sustain from Nami. Okay, that should be fine, I hope. Nocturne is level 6, by the way, we need to get out.
The law bends for no one.
Good shit that we have that Janna ward on the red buff. Slowly I'm gonna be sustaining. It's gonna be shit if we just lose the pink like that, but it is what it is. It's Nocturne.
Cheers.
For now, actually, I do need to be wary. Oops. I bought a Nocturne gang still. Should have left more minions alive. Okay, he's currently still bot side. No idea where he is now. I didn't see where he went on the map. He might be in our bot side jungle though, because we got plenty of camps for him to steal. So if he decides to check, he could be bot side for a while. He'll find a lot of camps there. So we keep this wave on this side of the map. We don't try and kill these casters ASAP like she's trying to do.
I must always be 3 steps ahead.
Oops. We don't AoE the wave either. Now it's possible that Kayn, when he enters his jungle, he's just gonna find that all the camps are already gone.
A true professional is always aware of her surroundings.
Yep, called it. So we've had, it's good that we just decided to play super safe this entire time. We were playing safe from an invisible threat. I had no idea where Nocturne was, but I had enough brain power to guess that it could be right behind us the whole time, so I couldn't actually play aggressive.
Crime scene until
Not even sure we can look to promo push actually, considering that it is, again, just Nocturne. I could sell my longsword and get berserkers, but I don't think that's berserkers are that important. I'd rather just have the longsword, at least in terms of, like, do I want to sacrifice gold in the long run to get berserkers? Not really. Ideally, I get to keep all of these components in the long run and not waste any gold. If I sell the longsword, that means I wasted 105 gold. Just not much, but I'd rather not if I can avoid it. Whereas if I hold on to it long enough, then that's going to build into Lord Dominic's, and that would be perfectly fine. Cleanse is really good in this game, by the way, since we're facing Ashe ult, Nami Bubble, Veigar Cage, Nocturne Fear, and Teemo Blind. There's literally something we can cleanse on every single champion, and it's actually a fairly big deal on every single champion as well.
Crime is common, logic is rare.
There's not really much reason to freeze here, to be honest. Because I'm not at risk of being ganked, everybody's topside. And Ashe isn't at risk of being ganked, because everybody's topside. So she doesn't become unsafe when I do this. Can't see her, I don't know where to aim this Q. Whoops. For now we just try and obtain an advantage with the Q spam. Since if I try and walk up to auto attack her, I'm just gonna walk into her W. Got her. We know Nocturne doesn't have ult for now. Actually, I can ult her. Let's secure the HP lead. We know Nocturne is bot side, so I want to go play some wards. This is why I'm pushing for now. A ward here. It's good enough. Obviously, I can't pressure her under turret with a ward here. Ideally, I'd have a ward there as well. Or even ideally, anywhere there, but it's fine. Ashe is not freezing the wave, as she should have. If she'd just done exactly what I've been doing, it would be really risky for me to try and go for farm there. I can also just potentially look to base for Infinity Edge though. But we also have Janna in the area, we also have our team going for objectives. Oof. Oh, he actually was waiting this whole time. Okay. Okay, there should be an Ashe somewhere around as well, right? There she is. Okay, I got her. Nice, well played. My wave! I'm trying to ping him away. Bro, there's no reason for you to stay when there's literally farm for you in mid lane. What the hell? Alright, I guess I'll base then. Jesus. He's like, he's sacrificing mid farm to deny me bot lane farm, you know? There is no game, like he thinks he's being like, oh, I want this farm. I would rather get this farm over Caitlyn. I'm gonna carry harder with this farm. You don't have to get this farm. You could just get that farm though. Then we're both happy. But he's too lazy to move is the thing. He had plenty of time to move. It was on a counter wave as well. Oh, and he died. I guess to a Nocturne ult. Well, maybe Caitlyn can just defend the mid wave. Oh. Potentially not then. Oh, I missed the Q. Oh well. It's good to have her low HP anyway. Nami can't sustain all of that. Ooh, so how did we just barely lose first turret? Because in the end, nobody was defending mid. Yeah, well, that wasn't smart. Even if I didn't cleanse, obviously I positioned in a way where I was only at risk once the turret was already dead. So if I didn't have cleanse, it just meant that Ashe would live, but I was never going to be in danger there. Unless she had more help than just Nami, who maybe wasn't even there, I'm not sure. I don't see her. Maybe we can try and help Janna here? Oh, he's just leaving. Never mind then. I'm sure people will be around to defend this, I'm just gonna leave. There could also potentially just be a Nocturne ult. I don't know when he last used it. Do we need anti-heal this game? No. So then I'll just go for the nuke cover. Okay, headed mid, but nothing really happened. That's fine, we can now start heading over towards bot lane. To defend that turret, obtain this farm. Victor might just DP back mid anyway. Should have prioritized the Rose actually. If I hit the ward first, I mean, I'm the only person who can get that ward anyway. But maybe Ashe would get in range to take the Rose instead. So I want to prioritize the one that can be taken by the enemies. Okay, so there's probably going to be a fight over the Herald here. And I was going to say, there's a decent chance, this being bronze or silver or whatever, that Ashe is just going to ignore this lane and just go join the fight. So we just keep pushing here. I don't have a big wave, unfortunately, but probably should be enough to kill this turret that's already almost off HP. And if not, we have the wave incoming. Yeah, I won't lose all my HP here, because they might actually come for me. Decent chance to just get Nocturne ulted at some point here. I have a shutdown, so it would be annoying to die. But this turret is guaranteed, so at worst it's always going to be a trade. Yeah, I don't see the enemies on the Herald, so I really don't know where Nocturne is. It's very unlikely they have vision here though, and I don't think he would just blindly try and run over here and see if I'm here. So for now it just looks like I can farm this for free. Okay, cool.
If time never sleeps, then I best put on another pot of tea.
An enemy has been slain.
I could try and cheese Ashe, but it's not worth the effort when I've got such a huge pro spike incoming. I don't want to delay that. And for now, again, like, I path mid. Probably I'm just going to end up bot lane again. But we want to at least path towards mid in case there's a fight that we can join. Like, last time, there wasn't. This time, there is a fight. Maybe I get there in time to participate. But always go bot lane through mid. Because we never know if we're going to be needed on mid or not. Ah, didn't reach. I could have played that slightly better, actually. It's fine, but... that could have been aimed better as well. Yeah, I could have, if I'm going to flash against the Nocturne like that, I can Q flash, not just flash away. I did it already once. In this video, I'm sure. I remember doing it once. Could have definitely done it there as well.
Even the smallest clue can break a cage.
Because the disadvantage, obviously, in well, one of the disadvantages of using Q in fights is that you lock yourself down, so... the enemies can just catch up to you. Well, if you're gonna flash away anyway, okay, just Q. Even if I'm in melee range, then I flash away, so that I get the damage from Q for almost for free. Could try and steal their camp, but really I would rather just base because I've got a Zeal and a dagger. And potentially there could be a Drake fight soon. So yeah, in the end I didn't end up bot, but you see, like, my thought process was, I'm probably gonna end up bot, but just in case there's actually a fight I need to join, we go through mid. And if I arrive mid and nothing's happened, okay, then I go bot lane in time to catch the wave that Ashe is pushed in. Now, depending on how progressed that push was, hang on, whoa, I got cleanse if I need it for this Veigar. Apparently I didn't. Whoa, what is Nami doing? I guess she didn't notice me. Yeah, depending on how progressed the Ashe push was, potentially, I would actually have to directly path to bot lane. But it wasn't that progressed, a push. So I could stop by mid lane first, see that my services aren't needed, and then go bot. But this time my services were needed. Where's Otacon? It is not here, so let's get this Herald, which I'm surprised is still up. I think this has been up for a while. Yeah, obviously if Ashe is pushing in this wave from here, as I am leaving my base, I don't have time to stop by mid. Then I would need to path directly to bot lane. So it depends. The stop lane. Ooh, hello. Dude, I'm the one knocked and ulted, not you, Veigar. Ashe will probably block, but... Hey. Nice. Yeah, this Veigar doesn't pay a whole lot of attention, does he? could do with basing at some point. It would be ideal though if I could base on 1800, because that would give me enough for a quick look after my fire cannon as well, and that would be perfect. So it's not even a wave, but obviously not even a wave means farming a wave, so stick around for one more wave. I had cleanse, that probably would have been fine. Can't avoid this thing though. Wait, do they not actually have help? No, they don't. Then, I mean, I assumed Nocturne was going to be around flanking from somewhere or something, or somebody else, but no, that was just them forcing a 2v2 that they clearly lose. Confusing. Okay, so this ball wave is just far too pushed for me to get. And Victor's going for the mid farm, Heimerdinger's going for the top lane farm, so all there is for me to farm is just Wolf Camp. There is a fight top. I don't know if I'm going to get there in time though. Like it looks like it's already over. So I'm just going to farm this entire quadrant of this map. I'm just going to briefly do a sound check to make sure my voice is still fine, because I have had a couple of freezes. Check, check. Okay, it's fine. Only minute freezes though. Just looks like regular stuttering. Oh, this guy just dies to an ult. Cool. In the meantime, there's a wave for us to defend. And if they shove in this mid wave, I can just go mid as well, and then I get this wave and also the middle lane wave. But obviously Heimer was not going to get this, so this is just pulling CS out of my ass if I go top lane, you see? Because I could have just ulted Teemo and then stayed mid. But if I take the time to rotate top, I get like 3 to 4 extra CS. For no downside. Because I don't have mid power anyway. It's going to be bot side. You can use F keys, by the way. This is what I'm doing in case it's not obvious. You can use F keys to hover over your teammates when they're out of vision. And if you can see, you either hear sounds from Nocturne. Oops. Or you see the Nocturne Q trail, and then you know that's where he's going. It can be useful. I'm not gonna lie, this Infinity Edge Rush build path does feel, usually at least, a lot better to me than the Yuntal build path. Yuntal only might be better against tankier comps. This comp is very untanky. It's actually 4 ranged. I know Teemo can build tank, but most people generally don't, and this guy certainly is not. I might want to consider a red trinket for myself, actually. Oh, nice. Should have charged my headshot on the wave before queuing. Oh man, that was a close one. I was hoping I would kill her without even needing to cleanse though. I was hoping she would die with the Q. Shit barrier. And then I just didn't crit, I think. Alright, we've spent a lot of time here and I've got a lot of gold. I could just base now. So we got Heimer split pushing right now instead of grouping with us, which could potentially be fine if it means that if they fight us, Heimerdinger is like pushing and getting a turret. But we can see at the moment, he's nowhere near pushed enough to actually pressure any objectives. We need to give him some time so the push actually pushes. So in the meantime, this is a good time to base. At the very least, like we certainly shouldn't be just at their doorstep, you know. This is definitely not for me, so okay, it's there. And my entire team is dead. I nearly have ult. This could maybe snipe someone. Who is low? I know somebody must be low. Fuck, I misclicked. I meant to click Ash. Okay, I think they're mostly all low. Like, and I have Collector and full crit. So I can burst almost anybody down incredibly hard here. Very sad that I got blinded. Okay, that guy is dead. Okay, now I've got my headshot and fire cannon charged. I think I do just one tap him if I reach him. But yeah, I've got to not face check into the cage.
No stone left unturned.
Oh! Yeah, I don't quite one tap him then. But we're getting there.
I love a good chase.
Probably for me. Maybe with the John appeal I would live though. Is it not for me? Oh, it was actually bot lane. Okay.
Seen until I return.
Another stutter there. So far no freezes though, which is nice. Okay. Wow. Didn't even need to auto. And he didn't even blind me anyway, so that was terribly played overall. I guess he just doesn't realize how much burst I deal. I don't know when his cage comes up, so I don't want to disrespect there. Before I recall though, let's give Ashe one final fuck you. I recommend getting out, obviously, since we're 3v4 here. And I'm missing some HP, I'm pretty vulnerable right now. Honestly, it's not even a Bloodthirster angle, it's just a straight up Scimitar angle this game. I'll still prioritize the Vamp Scepter, but... yeah, I mean, Nocturne Fear, Teemo Blind, Veigar Cage, Ashe, Ult. Nami Bubble, less of a concern. I don't think I've even been hit by one all game, but especially late game, it's... like, how often is she even going to be in range to do that? Up. Where is Veigar Cage in comparison? Let's keep vision on him. Nice. Okay, that could have been a lot worse. I got lucky. He already used his ult on somebody else before, so... he couldn't quite one-shot me. Yeah, I can, like, quote-unquote disrespect so much more if I have Scimitar, you see? Because I could walk up the Veigar, he can cage, and I'll just zoom past it and one-shot him. While dodging his whatever skill shots I need to dodge. Because I don't think he quite one-shots me with just Q, R, right? Oop, not again. I can cleanse this one. If I'm gonna cleanse, I may as well fight Ashe, though. Yeah, Scimitar is gonna pay dividends here compared to BT. Also, indirectly, to a lesser extent at least, also gonna be really nice for the Teemo Shrooms, because it's just gonna give me a Mar, which is not the point of why I want to build it. But yeah, just a side thing. Yeah, I'll take less damage from Teemo Shrooms, which otherwise are an unavoidable source of damage. Oh. Maybe he's gonna disrespect and walk up to me again? Maybe not. If I'm gonna stay mid though and shove another wave, I would kinda need Janna with me. Should we do this? I mean, I can already base for Scimitar. I just don't see the need to take a risk here. Veigar has TP, so that wasn't even gonna be 4v3, that was gonna be 4v4.
No matter the situation, a good investigator always remains calm.
I should have just... once I had my 4th shot, I should have just tried to E onto Teemo. For that. Funny damage. Alright, now we should be able to Baron easily. We don't have Kayn with us, but... come on, Kayn. But I have Vision, Nocturne shouldn't be able to steal anyway, but... okay, Nami can't even place Vision. I could tell that she was walking forwards to place Vision, so I'll just catch her out. Assuming she didn't have Vision here, then I was always going to be able to kill her there. We shouldn't be pushing mid though. Let's push... well, actually, we shouldn't even push at all. Let's just get this Drake and then we can push bot. Drake, then push bot. Well, this is inconvenient. So I can't be completely alone here in Vision because I am hit by a team mushroom, so Nocturne sees me. I need to be lifestealing up and I need my team to be with me. Perfect. I was gonna walk into that if Janna wasn't in the way. I'm charging up the headshot. Okay. Probably gets blocked, but... Oh, wow. Okay, it removed his Seraph shield. I guess that wasn't a waste. What are you doing? Okay, I've charged up headshot. Yeah, I didn't need to waste my E trying to disengage from Ash. It cost me a lot of HP, but overall I know I win, so... Dude, all of my E's are just forwards into the enemies. Yeah, I can get hit by that, that's fine. Okay, I got my headshot. Well, that didn't land. Alright, GG. Alright, gamers, welcome. This game we're going to be playing Caitlyn Lux into Jinx Brand. Want to stay away from the brushes since we haven't been controlling this area. Lux has a different idea though. Doesn't look like they're in the brush, so I suppose we can walk up. They might also just be leashing. Oh, there they are. I'll try and cheese Jinx with a Q. There we go. I probably should have done Fleet here, considering the lane matchup, but oh well. At least the Lethal Temple should scale quite well against the Rammus and the Ilaoi. I know she wants to go for that melee, so that should be an easy headshot to land. We're playing with Lux. We actually have Caitlyn Lux, which is a very strong bot lane. Because we can combo my traps with the Lux Q. So we're gonna level traps. We're also running cleanse for the brand. Well, not even mainly for the brand, it's mainly for the Rammus. Oh, that actually hit Jinx. Could have maybe Q'd her. Yeah, even if I'm not in range for the traps, just following up with a Q can still be huge. Especially the more points I have in Q. Even if it has to go through minions so the damage is reduced, it's still a lot better than no follow-up. We're gonna place... Wait, I saw Rammus on the map somewhere. Was that in their jungle? No, he's top, okay. Oh, well, I wouldn't have needed to ward if I noticed that sooner. Ranga's gonna be stealing his jungle. Got a headshot, let's try and threaten with that. Ah, too close to the wall. Don't want to give up CS to try and pressure with a headshot though. I've got my headshot coming in 1 auto, so something I want to keep track of. Crap, I should have actually predicted that she would move there. Move upwards, I could have tried to throw my Q there. Okay, nice, she ends up dying anyway. Pretty sure she had barrier up as well. There was also some kind of like flash auto... Ooh. Okay, I did a lot of damage to him with those headshots. The biggest thing for me here is making sure these minions actually die. Not to go in for the plating. This Rammus might try and gank us, but he's half HP, so it's not really that concerning. Ooh, that was a risky recall from Lux. Okay, once again, we're gonna have to base on BF sword here. Sorry, pickaxe before BF sword, I mean. Looks like Nidalee is off to a good start on top lane. Seen a lot of Nidalee top lately. Okay, Lux for some reason is taking wall and base. In case she's actually AFK and I'm gonna be 1v2 for a little bit, it might actually be smart to hold a freeze here. I noticed a bit late, so it's not much of a minion to hold a freeze with. But at least it keeps the wave a little bit closer to my side of the map instead of in the middle. So it does make me less at risk to be farming here. Brand should also be positioned more aggressively. They should ideally place a ward and then play as aggressively as they want, because they should have noticed by now that Lux isn't around. Ah, damn. Misclick? Thankfully I still get it thanks to the dagger. Yeah, I mean, for a 1v2 lane, they're not really doing much to punish this, are they? And from my perspective, I just want to keep the wave on my side of the map. We don't play aggressive anymore, we just chill. This is over pushing a little bit, so... Now I can tank the remainder of this wave. And Brand should be walking up and threatening me, making sure that I can't just tank this. He should force me away. Because I want to avoid all of Brand's abilities, right? I don't want to walk up and let him E me, auto me. So if he walks up, I need to walk away, and then the minions crash. But because he doesn't threaten me, I'm free to just keep the wave on my side. So I am literally benefiting right now from Lux being AFK. Because I'm getting just solo XP, and I'm not being denied any farm at all. And they are not threatening a dive, they're not harassing me at all. This is literally just a good thing for me right now. Now in the long run, obviously 4v5 is not ideal. But in the short term, just getting free XP, as far as I'm concerned, that's an advantage. Free solo XP, I mean. Don't know where Jinx went. Obviously her leaving randomly as well is also unideal for them. They can't stun me here, so that's fine. Ah. I probably shouldn't have killed that minion again. I just want to keep this on my side of the map. It still is, but it could have been even safer. Like, that melee is just too far forwards for me to get, unfortunately. I got baited into walking into the Brand W. He's a lower HP one, so I'm just gonna ult him. So if anybody's gonna be at risk of dying, it's gonna be him. Okay, if he walks forwards when I've got a headshot, then I can just flash him and kill him. Then hopefully disengage with the E. Good base for a BF sword now. I might just have to drop a wave. Like, obviously I would rather not drop a wave if I can, but since I'm in a 1v2 lane, when do I ever expect to get prio here? Realistically, never. So, I say we just base now. Because at the very least, if I'm gonna base and drop a wave, well, I would rather it not be a cannon wave. And we know this isn't a cannon wave, so let's just recall now and make sure that if we do end up having to drop a wave, it's not gonna be the cannon wave. We're gonna be around for the cannon wave. Yeah, the ult on Brand was because I'm playing defensively, I'm not expecting to get any kills in a 1v2. So whoever is the lowest HP of them, I just want to make them even lower, and that just makes it so, like, Brand ended up recalling, right? So I got to chill 1v1 for a little bit. Whereas if I ulted Jinx, both of them would have stayed, and it would have been continued to be pressured to v1, right? And there would have been still no risk for either one of them to pressure me, because neither one of them would be low. But by ulting Brand, he is low. Okay, at least we hit the Q. That was a lot of damage. So now again, it's generally optimal to ult the ADC anyway. And now she's the one that's low. So perfect. Now good luck trying to play aggressive when you're 30% HP Jinx and I have a Ringer on my team. She's flashing away, but doesn't save her. Oh man, we're not gonna be able to chase him down, unfortunately. There is some risk that I die to a Ramus gank here. I'm gonna shove in the wave before I try and help, actually. Oh, hello, Jinx Rocket. Unfortunately, he's probably dead. Ooh, but it goes to Jinx. That sucks. Might also potentially be a Mel coming for me. Looks like she might have been, but is definitely not here anymore. Alright, again, if I'm gonna drop a wave, I'd rather it not be a Kinna wave. So, half HP, I kind of need to base at some point. But this is a Kinna wave, so we're gonna stick around for now. At the very least, it's unlikely that I die to a turret dive here, for what it's worth. Okay, now Brand is kind of low as well. I can probably just continue staying for now. There's also Rengar ult back up in 20 seconds, so he can just chill, farm some camps. When that's back up, one of them could be in trouble again. I'm trying to queue the casters, but not the melees there, because this leaves the casters in a place where if I needed to finish them off from really far away in case they were pressuring me under turret, I could finish them off with a second Q. But if I queue the melees as well, the whole wave dies too fast for me to secure the casters with Q. With the second Q. Okay, here I can just look to save my ult for a potential kill secure. Don't need to try and use it to get somebody low. Oh, this should be a free kill, I hope. Perfect. Well played, Rengar. Don't even end up having to use the ult, but that's fine. We don't have to use it. Clearly there was no need. Oh, risky business trying to hit this cannon now. Need to be patient. I got both summoners up in case I do get ganked by Rengar there. Okay, we got the plating, now hopefully I can just base. I'm gonna base pretty far back though. There could be a Rengar flank, there could be a Brand flank. I see Brand at least now, so I know there's no risk of him just suddenly coming to flank me here while I'm recalling here. Shame that I can't pick up this Rose, but I'm not gonna cancel my base for it. That's a base pretty far back, so it doesn't get a cancel. Now, hopefully I've got enough AD that my Q one-shots casters. Honestly, maybe I should have actually not built boots and instead just built double longsword. Because then I would be absolutely sure that my Q is one-shotting casters. Oh, Jesus. Nice, nice idea, actually. I do kind of need to make sure that I'm not going to be getting flanked by Rammus as well. I need to play some vision. Brand ideally, for that reason, should have kept controlling this area to not let me walk up and ward. So I would never have any idea whether I'm getting dived or not. And if I don't know if I'm getting dived, then that just means basically that I have to sit all over here until I do know. But potentially Rammus could be topside, right? Like, it would be a hell of a... what's the term? Can't remember. You know, the poker term where you pretend like you have a card and you don't. You know, like Brand could basically trick me into thinking like Rammus might be around when really he's not. But he knows that I can't afford to take that risk. A bluff, that's what I meant. Brand could be dead here if it doesn't get blocked. Oof, close. Yeah, not bad though. Overall, I gotta say, we are playing one of the better ADCs to be 1v2 as. The absolute best would be Ezreal, probably. Well, if we're gonna get promo shoved though, probably Caitlyn is actually gonna be best. Like, especially in a matchup like this, where I obviously need wave clear to secure all of these lost hits. Got her. Whereas if I was getting slow pushed against, Ezreal would be good for just securing CS from a distance. Because my wave clear is so good though, like they're not achieving much by constantly shoving under turret. Right now, honestly... Okay, if Jinx wasn't gonna appear on vision, I would have to assume that there's a chance I get ganked by Rammus, so I need to just leave. Love to pick up the Rose, but it's too late.
Even the smallest clue can break a case.
Yeah, they're just achieving nothing by shoving these waves. Because I'm killing and my wave clear is so good. So instead what they should be doing is slow pushing. And if they were slow pushing, that's where Ezreal would shine. Because from such a long distance, I would still be able to snipe minions with my Q anyway. And if they tried to walk really far forwards to zone me, then I could just poke them with Q. And I could potentially just win the lane 1v2 that way, because they'd be walking past the minions, past minion cover, to try and zone me from them. Which leaves themselves open to poke. Oh, shit. No. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna have to flash out up here, I think. I don't have my E up. Let's see if I can just get her a little bit lower. Nice. But you can see I would have definitely been doing better if I just taken the double longsword instead of berserkers. Because I just... when I don't have absolute focus, I think that's what's making the difference. When I don't have absolute focus, I just barely don't one-shot the casters. Oh, hey, Lux is back. Maybe I can stage shove another wave then. But I don't have flash, and I don't know where Rammus is. And then Bran just walking up to place vision like this scares me. It's like he's trying to set up a potential Rammus gank. We know Jinx is pretty almost certainly based though, so let's hope we can survive a gank if it comes. Okay, we see Rammus. Ideally, we need to make sure Brand doesn't freeze. Okay, it's fine. Unfortunately, they're probably just gonna end up getting the turret here though. Actually, we might want to get some anti-heal here for the Alawi. At the very least, we can... Actually, with Alawi being this behind, and also with her building actually tank instead of damage, I'm pretty sure her healing comes from her building damage, not building tank, so... we'll probably be fine just building regular LDR, which is going to be better against Rammus and better against literally everybody but Alawi. So I may as well have gone for the Nuke River. I'll let her get it, but I can't touch it or I'll one-shot it. We know Rammus isn't here at least. Cool. I would like to poke Jinx with my ult if I could get her in vision, but unfortunately she never showed. It'd just be nice to get it on cooldown since I don't foresee a chance to pick up a kill with it anytime soon. Here we go. Oh. Anti-team out that Drake. Oh, damn, I didn't notice she was going to step into that. Yeah, that was pretty bad from me. There could be a Rammus coming soon. So it's suspicious how she's willing to walk so far up. But it looks like Rammus is actually going mid. Either way, I don't have much to do here. Maybe we could just try and cheese with a Lux. If Jinx overextends here, she could be in trouble. She should respect the fact that she doesn't have vision of us. She doesn't know where Lux is. Rammus is bot side though, that's also something we kind of have to respect. We're a little bit overextended right now, if we're 2v3 on this side of the map, but there's the fact that they don't actually know where we are. So they're not already moving to punish us, they're just available to punish should we show ourselves. So that's why we show ourselves, we just one-shot the wave, and we leave. We're not going to stay here too long. It looks like Jinx probably just based, which is cool. Unfortunately, we can't push the turret, because there is still the problem of Rammus being bot side and our jungler being top side. But we get to deny her some farm, which is nice. As soon as I get into lane, I'm just gonna ult her again. Gonna be a cool 768 damage. If she appears on vision again. Nope, I don't want to ult Brand, so for now I'm just holding it. Okay, Jinx seems to be just rotating mid for now. I'm gonna try and make it clear to my allies. For now we should be able to get this turret. Unfortunately they all already died, so there's nobody defending this turret as well. Jinx also pushes turrets faster than me. Alright, time to base, because for all I know, Rammus is going to come and defend anyway, and we really need somebody defending this turret. Actually, no, fuck it. Like, I'm not going to get there in time to defend anyway. Is Jinx just rotating bot though, or what? Because so far it seems like it's only Brand. Okay, even if we die here, should at least be able to get the turret. We know Jinx and Rammus are both around. Okay, I'm definitely dead here. Wait, no way he can still... Ah, maybe I should have tried to Q the Jinx as she was coming. Then if I could hit her with the Q and the auto, she would be dead. Okay, not too bad. Yone also got the kill on mid. Yeah, that turret definitely would have gone down. I think Jinx probably should have kept on pushing, because we literally did not have anybody available to defend. Whereas you come and collapse on a spot, okay, we still got the turret anyway. And you almost died as well in the process. Alright, from here, their comp is mostly ranged again. It's 2 mages, if you count Brand, which, you know, he may be a support, but he's still a mage, building damage, gonna be a threat. And an ADC, both fairly long range, so even though there's some frontline we can hit, overall, still solid to go Farkan in here. Certainly not gonna build Phantom Dancer unless the comp is mostly melee, or entirely melee. Just for the sake of hitting someone here, when I know Mel can't reflect it with her W because she's too far away. God, she reflected 2 autos back on me with that. 2. Perfect. Cancelled an auto unnecessarily there. She actually died, let's go. Holy crap, I knew I was really close to that turret, but I was hoping I would be able to not die to it. It was really risky overall though to be this low, obviously. Okay. My bad, I didn't notice he was rooted, or I would have tried to trap on top of him instead of in front of him. The trap in front of him was to... So if he walks forwards, he's gonna walk into that, or he has to walk around, which also blocks him from reaching me. Okay, for now, I mean, I don't think completing Farkanen is that important. I can just go for another quick cloak. The only really annoying thing about my death, by the way, on this turret was that I did have a shutdown, so it wasn't as worth as it could have been. Particularly with the fact that it wasn't just me dying there, it was also Lux as well. Usually when I go for that turret, it's me pushing alone, but my support was with me this time. Even though that was probably an ideal, like, she saw a while ago that they all went to mid, and she didn't follow. She instead tried to protect her ADC, who... I mean, okay, like, if Rammus showed up, I might have appreciated her being there, but we had no idea where Rammus was. It wasn't even guaranteed he was bot side. So she was basically just taxing XP, and taxing the turret gold, and making sure that if I died, that she died with me as well. So it wasn't as worth as it could have been, but it had a chance to go better. Like, we did almost kill the Jinx as well, you know? So even if it wasn't worth, at least that it wasn't terrible, and potentially there was an alternate universe where it was worth if we played it better as well. Okay, Rammus is dead. Hopefully I can just feel free to E in their jungle and not be afraid of dying. The Raptors are spawning, so... Hello. Nice. Got the Raptor and got the Jinx. When she appears on screen, I'd like to ult her again. Hopefully if Mel is not around to reflect it. No sign of her. Boom. Okay, I think it was Brand that shoved in this bot lane wave. Either way, there's a shoved in bot lane wave. I can go get that. And fairly soon I should have Farkanen. Man, it's gonna be annoying trying to pressure Mel with my Farkanen headshot though. Or she's gonna just reflect it back at me. I don't think... Does it even do more damage to me compared to reflecting a regular auto though? I don't know if she actually reflects the damage of it back at you, or if it just does its own damage. Ideally I wouldn't base yet, because I'm missing like 40 gold still. Oh, we need to defend as well. Okay, by this point it looks like Jinx has plenty of sustain, by the way, so I shouldn't be looking to ult her anymore. I should ult somebody who doesn't have sustain. Okay, that's Brand dead. And Jinx. Oh god, there was a... Randall didn't notice. Damn. I could cleanse this, but it doesn't seem necessary.
It's my business to know what others do not. If time never sleeps, then I best put on another pot of
Could look to shove one more wave before this. Alright, if Mel wastes her shield, then now I can try ulting. Ooh, okay. My PC goes there. Well, I'll check my audio instead. Testing.
The law bends for no one. Do not disturb the crime scene until I return. They cannot run from the long arm of the law, nor from the scope of my rifle.
Alright, that should be fixed. Yeah, very annoying issue. I did try just downloading a random Windows update, see if that helped, but no. Apparently not.
Hot on the trail.
Potentially we can collapse on Ilaoi as a team here.
I am not Piltover's dog. I work for its people. No one else.
Nice.
In position.
We're leaving mid undefended right now. This could could be the same issue as we had in the previous game where they just push mid. Although it looks like the enemies are all mostly bots, so even if Mel is wise here, which she is, it's only so much she can do by herself. May as well have just the support be the one taking all of these, because it's better than the rest of us all having to waste our time staying there instead of actually recalling to defend and stuff like that. Ooh, Drake would have been sold for us. Sad we don't get that.
Someone call for a sheriff.
Oh, come on. I actually really need the cannon. As long as I still get the cannon? Okay, perfect. Then at least I get Collector.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Laws mean nothing when they fail to protect the public.
I've got cleanse, by the way, so if he thinks he can just turn on me and root me... He didn't even root me, he timed his abilities wrong.
2 times over.
Yeah, I could bait him into thinking that he could just combo me and root me and walk away. Root me, sorry, I mean stun me. Like, if he tries to EQ me and W me, then I just cleanse the stun and just one-shot his ass. Alright, the enemies have 3 alive, so even if they just ace my team here, it's not like they can go do Baron, so I don't need to prioritize going topside right now, I can just keep on pushing. Right now, their low numbers also mean they have few people alive who could defend, and we know 2 or 3 of them are top, so... Yone also pushing mid, so I need to deal with that as well. So I just need to keep up the pressure right now.
Piltover is its
And if they deal with Yone, that means they're not dealing with me. Okay, Yone has let off the pressure, so I should as well. I took surprisingly little damage from him there. Yeah, sure, let's... well, I won't actually ignore this wave, but we should do Baron. I don't want to give them again the chance to just shove in that wave and push to our inhib turret, though. Not when I'm right next to the wave anyway. It's worth delaying a little bit. And before I base, because I do need the base for my vamps up there, ideally, it would be just nice to shove in another wave. Again, I'm right here anyway, the wave is right here. My team might try and pressure there, but they probably shouldn't, though. I'm not gonna try and stay just because they're staying for now. I guess I can go do golems, because it's gonna be a while before this wave actually pushes into a safe spot for me to farm. Or until I have to group with the rest of the team, who at the moment are all off the map.
I love a good chase.
Okay, Lux. Whoa. This guy really wants me. I need to cleanse that. Okay. I mean, that was extremely forced. Even if I didn't have cleanse, so long as I had flash, it probably would still be fine. And potentially even without the flash. It's just so risky for Zero. Can't ult Mel because of her goddamn W. He wouldn't die. Freeze, I'm Chicago. Yes, and
An enemy slain.
I'm on job.
okay, I think that is fixed.
I must always be preceptive.
How did Roots not cancel his Q though? It's silly watching him spin, but not like he's not. How could he possibly be rolling on the ground when he's not moving? Can you picture that in real life? Like, you could roll on the ground, sure, but try to picture rolling on the ground without actually going forwards. How does that work? It's very unintuitive. Oh. No way, nobody blocked it. That's crazy. Oh, come on. I need to finish him. But I can't. Fuck, get away from me, get away from me! What the hell? Oh, fuck's sake, I don't want to give him my shutdown. Should be able to lifesteal though. Okay, I can just recall, I suppose. I got my item. Jinx is GA, interesting. I can get the red buff.
I always aim to win, and my aim is perfect. Crime is common, logic is rare.
Ally has been slain.
Hmm. I can't really help my team here. I know Rammus is going to be coming at me from top side. In fact,
Ally has been slain.
I've been in danger here already. I'd like to stack up my headshot. There we go. But I'm pretty sure Rammus just killed somebody top lane, right? Yone, so... Maybe Jinx is here? Oh, but that's awkward. Oh, she's not. Maybe I can kill Mel, though? Do you think she'll reflect the first shot back on me? She tried. I tried. So my hesitation was like she was waiting, and then... Because I didn't just throw it immediately, it probably threw off her timing. Like, she was ready to throw it immediately, but... And it's like, oh, fuck, when is she gonna throw it? When is she gonna throw it? When is she gonna throw it? And so she didn't expect the actual timing I ended up going for. Ah, god damn it. I didn't actually go back enough to prevent her next auto hitting me. Otherwise, I might have been able to just one-shot her with that combo. Oh well. Thought I saw a word there.
It seems I may have a new suspect.
Phrase, let me check my right now.
They cannot run from the long arm of the law, nor from the scope of my rifle.
An enemy slain.
Okay, it's fixed again. It's crazy. Haven't I had like 3 freezes by now? I've had to fix my mic after every one. Just in this one game. Honestly, I might just get a new PC anyway. I've been thinking about that for a while. This might just be the perfect prompt to actually go ahead and get one. Okay, nice. That was easy. Okay, almost the entire enemy team is dead. Just Jinx alive. Oh. Wait, I should have saved that. I could have used my Q to kill that last melee. Then I would have saved my headshot for Jinx.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Okay, she should be dead here. Just in case I messed up the first one. Let's leave nothing to chance. Pretty sure the first one was fine, but it would be embarrassing if I had all that time to set up a proper trap and I just turns out I missed the first one. Oh, I don't have a... Oh. Wait.
Shut down.
Ah, nah, I can't place a trap there. Whatever, just end. Alright, GG. Okay, they split apart. Varus doesn't have problem with them anymore. Nice, okay, what a huge trade. Alright, welcome gamers. This game we're going to be playing Caitlyn Senna into Varus Braum. They actually would have time to base, so I should try and make sure that Varus doesn't get to do that. He might try and base again now. I'm going to give him some time to feel comfortable. Okay, that guy finished his recall. This guy's not finishing his recall. Okay. I'm trying to take the minions here. I don't want to shove, so she shouldn't be hitting the minions. I hit the minions once so I could hopefully take the aggro. Because I want the minions to group up and start focusing this minion. So hopefully that's a Varus zone from XP. This is how you want to try and abuse the level 1 if you can zone the enemies from the wall wave or if they have to recall. Obviously it's really hard to pull off because the enemy, or sorry, your support will almost always ruin it, but that's how you could do it in theory. I didn't even need to auto attack the first minion. I just needed to take the aggro, but since Senna's the one that had the aggro, and to try and auto attack to get the aggro onto me. So I could manipulate the wave as needed. Okay, we could potentially combo my traps with Senna W, so I'm gonna level traps. I can also just use it to zone them under turret here. And I got another headshot, so that's Braum pretty low now. Okay, we're getting ganked. I'll wait until the Braum shot time's out. Ah, but I didn't get to do it anyway. Okay, that's unfortunate. Pretty early cheesy gank from the Kane. I'm gonna place a ward here. He might be checking our top side jungle or sorry, bot side jungle as well. No, he's actually in the river. Okay. For now, I should be fine level 1, I hope. Soon I've got my net. There we go. Okay, he's dead. Where's Senna? Still not really anywhere near. Holy shit, that was nearly very close to killing me. My god. Get the cannon, thank god. Alright, as far as I know, Varus might have flash, so I'm gonna play pretty carefully here. If we could freeze this wave, that would be ideal.
Cheers.
It's not up to me though, unfortunately, and the minions are gonna crash following Senna. Oh well. If we're lucky, then maybe I just get to crash this. I need Senna with me though. If Varus is gonna walk out of me from a brush, I need her to be around. It's not a cannon wave, so we can crash it relatively fast. Now we also need to make sure that Braum doesn't freeze this wave.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay, perfect.
Ally has been slain.
I'm probably just gonna go with Infinity Edge Rush this game. This is not really a comp that has much front line, even if that king goes Rost. Build a dagger though. We're running lethal tempo overall though, since it's pretty good for the matchup, since they have a tanky support. We could get a lot of use out of this in lane, and we already have, with 19 seconds of uptime on this.
I am not Piltover's dog.
But Yuntal will be unnecessary. Could have still optionally done it if I did base on BF sword, but since I didn't, I'm not gonna force it.
I'm not here to serve. I'm here to protect.
A Wukong gank could be really nice here. They don't have a Braum shield, but it didn't come with my traps in time. I don't know why Wukong didn't come with us, but still. We got them with our pants down a little bit there. Yeah, really weird if Wukong did not even try and gank though, considering how extended they were.
The PC just froze. It's happening to me yesterday as well. We're gonna have to check in a sec whether my device is stuck or not, because sometimes my device screws up when this happens. Yeah.
No more cat and mouse. Be good while I'm gone, won't you?
Slain. An ally has been slain.
I always aim to win, and my aim is perfect.
Okay, my mic should be fixed now. Yeah, sometimes my PC just freezes since yesterday. Oh. Being hit by Luxel that wasn't even aimed at me. Just need to combo my trap with the Lissandra ult, and that's one dead Lux. Nice one.
An easy follow.
Yeah, and whenever that happens, there's like a 50-50 chance that my mic just has really distorted audio, as you saw. Hang on. I don't think I'm gonna be needed there. I might just have to ult for a kill. Damn it, I missed that. Oh man. Okay, I can ult any one of these. It can't be Brom though, because he could take 0 damage from the... Oh god. Thought there was still minions in the turret. Yeah, if Brom... If I ult Brom before he's used his shield, there's just the chance that he takes 0 damage from it. Okay, now that guy is much lower. Okay, perfect. Sorry about the Lissandra dying. It's sad how messy they had to be though. Oh man. Okay, at the very least this gives me BF sword, and we can still go also for another plating just because why not? This is awkward. She hit nothing though. First one auto cancelled.
Me, miss?
Ah, that landed. Actually, I wouldn't have killed anyway. Probably have very little AD without my BF sword. Can I finally base though? She's still sticking around. There we go. Unfortunately, I'm probably just gonna have to drop away if it is what it is. Yeah, every time my mic sound messes up, I've got to, the only way I found to fix it is to replug my mic, which is awkward trying to get it to plug back in again once I've unplugged it. That's why it took me so long.
Examining the evidence.
I wish I knew what was causing this.
It's my business to know what others do not.
Okay, we have cleanse up, so if Varus tries to ult me, we have an escape from that. Careful, Sana. That is really stupid of her. Thankfully I noticed and backed her up, but they could have... If they just engaged on her there, she would have been dead. Varus just needed to ult. Braum just needed to ult. Either one of them just needed to commit. They didn't realize how stupid she was being. Nice. Ooh. I shouldn't have used W until I was out of turret range. Oh, come on. Got him. Do what I could, but that's the whole ass enemy top laner this year. Noob top. Maybe he could have TP'd as well, I don't know.
I much prefer this to desk duty.
Ally has been slain.
I do love a good miss.
Looks like it's gonna be a pretty hard game so far. Wait, is Lux low enough to kill with ult? Technically, yes. Should have tried to place another trap already. Oh, come on.
3 steps ahead.
Well, I had more vision, I just couldn't tell if there was ever a chance I could ult the Lux. At least she died in the end, just not to me. Okay, well now she's really low. Dude, the amount of like headshot after headshot that I keep getting is actually just funny. Keep getting a headshot charged up right as I'm about to also headshot with the trap. Okay, I'm probably just gonna stick around for this plating and I'm gonna get out. Lissandra's a little bit higher HP than me and also has TP, so she can stay for this wave. Would be nice to get it on me, but I do need to prioritize my base more than Lissandra does.
I love a good chase.
She can afford to stay longer because she's gonna get into lane faster as well with the TP. Not that she should TP right now. Oh, she hasn't even recalled yet.
magic is rare.
Okay, Kin on the Drake. He also has Lux with him. Probably I'm not going to be able to do anything. So, I'll just let them take it.
I'll have this finished before tea time.
I'm probably dead here, aren't I? Well, I did what I could, but yeah, that was a big collapse. Oh man. Okay, nice, that's one dead. Unfortunately, the rest of this looks doomed, but... Such is life sometimes.
They cannot run from the long arm of the law, nor from the scope of my rifle.
They might want to be looking to recall, because they did just win a fight. Oh, no, I think they were cheesing. Fuck! Hang on. Nope, because not a... Okay, at least I got him. Senna, please some help. Fuck. That was a long CC chain. Fortunately, I had my cleanse down still. I thought for sure they would be recalling, not just trying to cheese. My bad, underestimated them. I got a good Infinity Edge, so Quick Look should be valuable here. Should have had Senna with me the whole time, though. So one thing she could have done better was actually be next to me, ready to heal me, ready to peel me. Where was she while I looked for their recall? Oh, she went clearing wards or something. Should have been ready to flash the Varus ult though. Like I said, I was completely caught off guard. I thought they would be recalling, not just sitting there cheesing. And maybe try and look for Varus's recall and cancel it, since he should be recalling this time. No, he's still staying. Got a TP on the way. Dude, Jesus. Unfortunately, the CC locked, so can't dodge the Q. Yeah, it's crazy how they just refuse to base. But because me and Senna keep getting caught out in like completely different places, like I'm here while she's here, or I'm here while she's here, it's always 2v1. So they always win. Do we want anti-heal this game, potentially? If it's only going to be the Rost healing, then nah, I don't think so. The main problem with trying to get anti-heal for Rost is most of his heal is in his ult, but you can't apply anti-heal like inside of his ult, because you can't target him. So, it's mostly pointless, I would say. If he was really fed, then maybe I would just want to itemize just for him, but he's not, so... Let's see if Lux racks with W in time. Even if she does, it's only the first half of her W, so it's fine. There's one fed Heimerdinger. He's kind of low, so maybe we can do something here. I maybe shouldn't have hit that, because it kind of reveals somebody's on the way, potentially, but he might not have noticed. It's got a big shutdown if I can pick that up. Oh my god, my PC froze again. Yes, I got it. Yeah, I need to check real fast if my audio messed up again. Testing? Okay, that's fine. Thankfully I can monitor my own audio with the click of a button. Oh, she didn't give up and walking backwards. Thankfully I still reached there. I had a headshot ready, so I wanted to try and get into her auto attack range there.
Stone left unturned.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, that's not good. I think she's dead. Yeah.
Double kill.
Wow. We as a whole are doing a terrible job of not dying to those two for no reason.
Hot on the trail.
Got her. I knew I had a headshot charging up, and I knew she got close enough to me that I could land 2 different autos. So we forwards do 1 auto which charges up the headshot, then the next auto is a headshot, and then she's dead. Like even if I missed the Q, there was still the ult.
Let's crack.
I'm gonna shove a wave and then maybe I'll rotate. But I can also just take this turret, which is half HP. I might die to these guys. I don't have a shutdown, so it's not the end of the world if I do die. Mordekaiser, I guess, just ulted, so at the moment there could only be 1.
Turret. An ally has been slain.
My trap didn't go off. Jeez. He might be trying to dive me instead of... Yeah. Wait, fucking it actually works. I didn't consider that he could just slam into the wall to get out of there. Oh, man. Yeah, he just used it as a gap closer completely. I thought I was like, okay, I gotta dodge the Herald so it doesn't do free damage and knock me up, but even with that, even aside from that, he still could just use it to get onto me for free. Whoops. I guess that is a smart use of Herald. Okay, from here we're just gonna go into Fire Cannon. Definitely not gonna be a Phantom Dancer game. There's not that much front line for me to hit. In fact, there's a lot of range. Given they have basically 2 mages and an ADC.
I may have a new suspect.
Oh, that actually killed him. Nice. I don't want to leave my ult. I didn't want to leave my ult too late because Mordekaiser might think he's losing the fight. If he doesn't see my ult help early on enough, I might try and run away instead of trying to finish him off. So I wasn't actually trying to time my ult for the last hit. It was initially, but then I was like, nah, I need to let Mordekaiser know this is coming. Otherwise he might mess up the play. One auto and then headshot. Oh. Didn't actually notice what rooted me. I might have even been completely confused and it was actually... I got confused thinking Lissandra ult was on me and I didn't cleanse anything. Might have also just been rooted by Lux Q, I'm not sure. But I feel like I did see an effective CC on me and it was exactly as the Lissandra ult landed. So I think I just got confused about what CC'd me, but it was CC'd and I did cleanse the CC. Probably Lux Q.
Someone called for a shadow.
The strike isn't up. Wasn't somebody pinging this? Or were they pinging Athacon? I suppose we can do that. Yeah, time to get out.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Sadly they get 2 turrets out of that. It's not ideal. That's the problem with how far out of the way Athacon is on the map. They're so far away from mid lane to defend it off there. I'm nearly got Fire Cannon up and I've got a headshot. Software P-gun. Okay, nice, got her. Huge. Oh, hello.
Ally has been
Okay, massive chunk on him. Had a lot of value out of the fire cannon so far. I tried to EQ, but Q wasn't up. Actually, I should have saved the... Okay, he should be dead. Yeah, I might have been able to finish him off with just a regular fire cannon auto, and I had a fire cannon coming up. Should have saved it for a hammer. I could have eaten into his range and tried to finish him with it. He gave me another chance though, so that's fine. Well, this would have been a hard game if I didn't end up getting so fed. I keep getting kills. Makes it very easy to carry this game now, probably. Varus' kill seemed to have stalled by comparison. Okay, this guy's dead. We're not going to try and help. I got a lot of gold to spend. I'm just going to spend it.
To win, and my aim is perfect. Never a dull moment.
We might not be able to collapse on Heimer if he's leaving, so I was going to prioritize the wave, but now the wave is dead. Oh, he almost one-shot her. Ah, he did one-shot her. Sad. Okay, we're again leaving the rest of the map way too undefended. We can't have 5 people bot. Literally just me and Wukong would have been fine if he was gankable. Maybe my ult scares him off, let's see. Nah, he's smarter than that. It was worth a shot. Braum seems to be somewhat AFK here. Cool. Okay.
I much prefer this to desk duty. I do like it.
We got smite up on Wukong. Can't reach the Lux with autos, but I can at least Q, and holy shit, I ended up getting both of them. That's crazy. We should be able to Baron now as well.
I must always be
We push out mid again. Try not to give them a free inhib while we're doing Baron, because we keep just leaving these lanes unoffended. By pushing this out in advance is like I'm defending it in advance. At least from that wave. There could still be another wave, but it buys us time at least. Cool. I would advise my team not dive into their jungle, because this just doesn't make sense. Again, we have to defend the lane. Why are you guys ignoring waves? Maybe I could have done a better job of picking them off before they started getting too deep in the jungle. Okay. Remember, I have cleanse and flash up, so if they tried really hard to punish me there, potentially I just flash out and still kill them.
is common.
So me eating in there is risky if I have no summoners, and by risky I mean straight up stupid. But with summoners, it's like, well, worst case scenario, I just flash away. Oh shit. Best case scenario. Oh, my PC froze. They overforce trying to punish me. Let me just monitor my audio again. Test, test, test. Seems fine. Oop. Exactly. I gave him a window to punish me, but I got one summoner, the only summoner that I need, and he dies. Whereas if I didn't have cleanse, I couldn't EQ, so I wouldn't have one-shot him. Oh shit, I didn't think that would reach. Let me try and lifesteal. A little bit. Charging my headshot. Now I've got Fire Cannon ready at the same time. Kane should probably block it. Yeah. Got my headshot charged again. I was ready to flash away there if I needed to, because if he flash QRs me, I'll probably die on half HP. Okay, cool, GG. Yeah, let's see if I can choose a random Q here. Wait, the small fight support? What the hell? Unexpected. Boom, we hit someone. Alright, so that also tells us that they're not even in this brush, so this is just perfect. We get to get that free poke on them, and we also get to take control of the brushes, and we also confirmed by covering here for as long as we did that they're also not invading, so we get just the best of every world here. Naturally though, if you want to try this cheese after you've already been covering, you need to walk backwards like that and make sure you're not going to get seen by anybody who's covering there. I have no idea who I hit. They might have regened some of it anyway by now, especially if it was Malphite, because he would have had his passive blocking some of it anyway. Wow. Okay, so Tristana started W. She was the one that got hit by the Q. She got hit by a second Q. This is a rough lane start for her. Another Q. I've got a headshot after this one, so... But I got blocked. Sucks. Even though I had the fleet speeding me up to Tristana, still couldn't land it anyway. Nice try.
I do love a good mystery.
Okay, so we see at least bot side. Is that... I can't actually tell what camp she has. I don't know where she's potting, but I think she came from top side. So she would be potting bot then. Although, I didn't see her go through there, so either I missed it. Like, based on how many camps she had as well, it feels more likely in a way that she was potting bot to top. Because she only has 2 camps, so she would have had to skip either Wolves or Gromp. So she must be topside. I probably just wasted my word then, but oh well. Since I wasn't sure, always better safe than sorry. I thought she'd come from the topside brush.
No stone left unturned.
Oh, they have a ward in there. I can tell because I didn't drop the minion aggro by running in it. Oh, wow. They one-shot that minion. Trying to keep enough minions, or enough distance between me and Tristana that if she tries to jump on me, there's no minions between us, and it almost one-shots her. Okay, cool. I have a headshot now. Let's see if one of them gets too close again. Trying to get last hits without using my auto. Okay, I can also just leave the wave here. Okay, it's still warded. That's fine. Actually, I could do with thinning it out just ever so slightly. No, you're kidding. Okay. The barrier was a bit of a panic, but come on, how was she not gonna die to that? That's crazy. All's well that ends well. Yeah, that was probably a bit too big of a wave. I'm not entirely sure though, because it was pretty far away from the turret. It was hard to say, but I felt it could use some thinning out.
I always aim to win.
Either way, now it's... Probably could have been bigger, but that obviously I wasn't expecting to fight Tristana. Also, please stop killing these minions. Like, this caster is low, for example, but it's not gonna die until it actually starts getting focused. So, he shouldn't just lost hit minions just because they're low. He should lost hit minions because they're about to die. Low minions may be about to die, but not necessarily. I'm not gonna risk getting that caster with my headshot and then the cannon walks forwards and I miss out on the last hit. I'll just prioritize the cannon and miss the caster. Okay, nice.
An ally has been slain.
Getting ganked. Shan unfortunately just dead. Can try and snipe Tristana with a Q. Didn't work out sadly. This trap also should have been a little bit more between me and Elise. Ideally, that trap should have been positioned in a way where if Elise tried to Q me, the Q would have transported her on top of the trap and then she would have got rooted and chunked.
I'm on the job.
Was that Elise there? No, a small fight. If I see Malphite pathing in a very predictable manner towards me to try and land this Q, by the way, I can try and abuse that. Place a trap. Okay, they're in the process, unfortunately, of placing the trap. He got unranged the Q. So he didn't get to run into it. But generally, if he's doing it really overforced, I can punish that by trying to place a trap between, like right in front of him as he's walking forwards, and hopefully he'll walk into it.
Crime is common. Logic is rare.
I'm ready to dip into this brush if I ever get aggro, so I can just drop the aggro instantly, because I want these minions to keep focusing mine, so we keep this freeze up. There's a rose there. They should have taken that.
I love a good chase.
Oops, didn't notice the minion dying. Ideally, if I'm gonna try and harass with the Q, I can also hide in the brush where I hide my Q cast animation. Whoa, I had a stutter there that almost could have cost me the cannon. Thankfully my click went through. And now I'm getting my headshot, so we walk forwards after that first auto.
I will not tolerate lawlessness. Boom. Headshot. I'll have this finished before tea time.
Okay, at least it's bot side, we need to get out. We know because she just finished Drake. Oh.
An ally has been slain.
Huh. He's just walking forwards constantly.
Let's crack this case wide open.
Oh, that must have been insanely close, yeah. Shame I don't have mana for ult. Malphite is still level 5 as far as I know, unless he leveled up from one of these minions while he's sitting in a brush somewhere. But most likely I probably get to shove this for free, but we still want to stay away from these brushes just in case. I'm confident enough that I'm going to use the mana that I would have used on E on the wave clear instead, but I'm still not like 100% sure. By now it should be fine. There's no way they would keep trying to choose when Shen is in lane, surely. It's not 100% guaranteed, but it's like 99%.
It's my business to know what others do not. Fools mean nothing.
Okay, this is probably the first time I've had a chance to ult Tristana all game without it getting blocked by Malphite. No way. No way. That's so crazy. Okay. Okay. He outplayed me. I wonder if he did that completely seriously. Who knows? I'm gonna silver. I doubt he would be that bad. Anyway, I've got to actually respect the Malphite a lot by now, as his level 6 engage, now that he is finally level 6, is scary. Especially paired with the Tristana as well. Actually, for what it's worth though, it is tank Malphite, which is super unusual for a support Malphite. I'm getting mini blocks, I can't even get him range to follow up with auto attacks. I gotta give up this caster to make sure I get the cannon. Oh, I actually get both. Awesome. Need to trap. No! Thankfully he's still gonna die. Barely. But she should have really waited for me to combo my traps before she did any damage. I'm not gonna go too aggressive there. I don't know where Elise is. And most I could do on Tristana is just like E forwards to land a headshot, which is not worth putting myself in danger for. Okay, let's finish off this turret. No way, she just landed on the trap again. Okay, I got her. I guess I have to ult her. Man, if only I was running lethal tempo. I just didn't expect to be against Malphite. Oh well. Obviously, this was obviously gonna be a Malphite mid, Elise jungle. I mean, literally just reverse Brand and Malphite is basically what I expected. But it wasn't. Maybe I could shove another wave? Nah, this is way too greedy, I think. Well, no, at least Tristana's here. Elise is alive. Malphite is alive. Yeah, exactly. I couldn't just risk everybody just popping bot on autopilot. That would kill me. Okay, so once again, we're going bot, probably, but we're stopping by mid first. Also, actually, because Zoe's basing. Or if, well, I guess she's not. Maybe she isn't, maybe she is, I don't know. She's being very vague. But for now, it seems like I can potentially just shove in this mid wave. Whoa, hang on, I'm probably dead, unfortunately. I need to not auto, though. Okay. I live, although I'm taking a shitload of damage thanks to Shen, but at least I live. Holy crap, okay, that was super unexpected. I was just gonna pop bot directly after shoving in that wave, is what I was gonna say. I could get the mid lane wave and also the bot lane wave. Does Malphite still have ult, by the way? He might. He shouldn't be able to kill me on this HP, though. Famous last words, I know. Potentially, but... This is not obviously gonna kill him, but I just realized also I should have been using ult the whole time. Because if he's gonna ult me, I want him to be as low as possible. Because that way I have a better chance of killing him before he kills me. So I should have ulted him ages ago. As soon as I acknowledged that he could potentially still have ult. Oh, plating just ran out. Fuck, I could have actually gone for it before it went out. We shouldn't need anti-heal this game, so it's another Lord Dominic's game. Oh. Oh, I couldn't reach because he walked backwards. Oh well. Just one caster should be fine. Yeah. Alright, I should probably look to base fairly soon. If I could stay one more wave though. Ooh. I can't really get close enough to properly trap him, so That sucks. Yeah, actually, if I stay one more wave, and at this point somebody has to defend anyway, right? So let's hope I can. Then, I can also just pick up another longsword with Manu Quiver, so that would be nice. Oh, they have an Ocean Drake. That's annoying, because it makes it so my ultimate has less value for poking.
Put on another pot of tea.
I only just realized as I was ulting him that he just healed from what must have been Ocean Drake. Until somebody's actually going to be here to defend this turret, I don't want to actually base. As much as I may be lacking in mana, a little bit in HP, and also have a lot of gold spent, I also don't want to leave that turret undefended. Should be fine now, hopefully. Wait, actually, potentially I could have had an even better base there. But I don't know if I could have, but I might have been able to do Lost Whisper and Crit Cloak. I think I could have, and that would have been better than this. Oh well. Okay, we're gonna shove this in. Actually, I could probably just go for the turret. Never mind. Renekton is here. See? Leaving no lanes undefended. That's good macro.
I must always be 3 steps ahead.
Now let's see if he's gonna defend again. Nope, he actually just based. So what are the enemies doing? Are they gonna defend this, or... Okay, Elise is. Ah. And I still get hit by this. No, I don't, actually. Nice. Wait, she's gonna dodge this with her E, though. I'm trolling. Wait, she's not. Okay, nice. That's kind of unexpected that it actually worked. Surely I don't need to be worried about that just on a dive. Unfortunately, Zoe did, but it's not me. Not my problem. Yes, one trap got him. Ow. I need to get better at the traps. The last one was good, the rest were dog shit. I really, like, it was really obvious that I could have placed them better. More directly in his path towards his turret, rather than just, like, side of him, is basically where I placed them. Okay, Yone is going to be the one that takes this mid farm because he's in the area. I need to base, so I may as well just base now. Wait, is he not going to take it? Because, I mean, somebody should farm that, and it's clearly not going to be me, so it should be Yone. You see, low elo players are just so wasteful. Not only is he leaving all of this farm to die and not going to our team, if one of the enemy players was also smart enough to just push, they would just be getting free turret damage, as well as getting ahead in farm. Either the enemies weren't smart enough to do that, or they just weren't in the area, which just happens. Just like if they were pushing, I wouldn't have been in the area to defend because I needed to base. Yeah, definitely want to prioritize, since they have Ocean Drake, I want to prioritize ulting people when they're already missing sizable amount of HP. Not just somebody like Brand who doesn't have any real sustain, but is just healing from the ocean, so... No point ulting him just for him to regen back to full with HP regen. Ooh. I want to make sure I get that. Could have also tried to preserve my headshot, which I didn't do. Hello? What the hell? No! Fuck! My bad, my bad. I can't believe I failed that flash. God damn it. Oh, nice. Ooh. Close. only I had enough gold for a crit cloak, that would be really satisfying here. Bringing myself from 65% crit to 80%.
And this time I will not fail.
Oh, by the way, I meant to close Professor just in case it would fix my crashes. Because somebody said on my stream yesterday that their crashes, or well, their freezes were a result of Professor. And their issues seem to be similar. It didn't seem to do anything for me, but who knows. Alright, okay, he got hit by a Q, he's missing HP, boom, now he's half HP. That's an inconvenience for him. I was gonna say, if she doesn't dodge that with her E, she is dead. Already had a headshot charged up very conveniently, which I did kind of do on purpose. Just like I want to leave my headshot charged up here. Obviously, if I have to use my headshot to kill the cannon, I will. But it's probably worth using 75 mana to keep my headshot up. It's basically the headshot tax. Pay 75 mana, you get to keep your headshot. That is a worthy price. Can also use my autos on the wards, and that'll keep up the headshot. Oh, we're doing Otacon? I keep forgetting about that objective, man. Okay, I don't get to keep my headshot this time, unfortunately. Oops, I didn't notice I'm already here. I could have started auto-attacking already. Malphite might already have ulti, yeah, it does. Sheesh. Is our jungler up? Yeah. We can finish this then. Cool. Cool. Somebody should go get this farm. Oh, okay, that's gonna be an FF from them. GG. Even if I ran straight there, the thing is, I would arrive basically as the fight was over. You know? So what's the point? Oh, that actually hit me. Does he have ult? Oh, apparently he does. Shit. Well, that sucks. And Vera said flash. Yeah, the whole... Because they just lost the fight here, right? My team. So I was like... I feel like if Braum had ult, he already would have used it. Like, as soon as he flashed on me, that felt like a time he would ult. And also, it felt unlikely he would even have ult after a fight anyway. But no. He didn't use his ult in the fight, and he also didn't initially use it in the initial flash. So I got punished for just assuming. Not bad.
Seems I may have a new suspect.
Lulu, you need to get out. Shaco does not need her help. Oh my god, that was insanely lucky. But stop looking into the range! What are you trying to do? It's like she's trying to kill steal, but could have potentially cost her life. Holy shit. My god.
Laws mean nothing when they
Also, stop killing the minions faster. Actually, I should have called the melees and then leveled Q and then Q'd. Then I wouldn't have to auto the casters. Okay, nice. And that also gave us the Heat Seas of Power or Strength. Whoa, I'm dead. Almost certainly. Ah, yeah, he just dashes over them. Fuck's sake, man. I don't get just any room to breathe at all this game. And the Lulu also just is not playing around me as much as she should be. Also, this is a completely optional death if she dies. She did not need to try and trade with him. Why could I just can't pick up any more AD?
I'm on the job.
Also could have just left. She's definitely not playing ideally, even though her score is fine. She's lucky to not be doing worse. Well, I would say considering how hard we were stomping her lane, her score is really bad, but the same goes to me.
Hot on the trail.
We were stomping really hard, and now I'm just 5 and 4. Still, like, pretty much every single one of my deaths just didn't even have Lulu near, which I think is the main problem. As many mistakes as I've made, it's just I've been 1v2 or 1v3 for every one, you know?
Situation.
Or even 1v1 in the case of getting caught by Viego. Which, again, super unlucky timing. As soon as I ward, he's just already walking there and just happens to be in perfect range to just engage. If I had just warded 1 second sooner, I would have had time to get away. This is definitely a risk that I'm taking here. But again, low elo. I don't think they're good enough at defending lanes that I'd have to be super worried. Yeah, no sign of Viego. Braum wasn't around to punish. Varus wasn't around.
Crime is common.
Nice, I was predicting that Varus ult. It felt very likely that he would ult. I had my cursor already on the spot where I would need to E, and my finger was also just ready to press E as well.
They cannot run from the long arm of the law. Not from the scope of my rifle.
I don't actually want to go for the auto. Okay, I can go for it in the end because the Braum ult didn't hit me. But notice that if I had actually autoed sooner, the Braum ult actually would have reached. I knew that Braum is going to ult there. They're trying so insanely hard to catch me out. And again, I was 1v2, so like they had a decent chance to do it as well, because this Lulu does not play for me even when I had that massive lead. But thankfully, because I didn't greed for the auto, I ended up being just fine. Like, he's even trying to deny me the CS. Whoa, wait, shit, I fucked up there. My flash should be fine. Why is he cleansing? Okay, that's funny. Yeah, I placed that trap way too far away. But yeah, Lulu's playing around nothing right now. Whoa. Okay, nice. If he has shield, he could actually survive, but he doesn't. Nice. Alright, I'm the one that needs to base here, not Veigar. So it would be insanely greedy, or insanely selfish of me right now, to just walk up to this lane with Veigar and try and secure the farm from him. When again, I'm the one that has to base. Like, if I don't have the protection of Veigar, I can't risk pushing, right? So that's me abusing, like Veigar's pushing because he can, I'd be pushing just because Veigar's with me. So if I can only push because Veigar's with me, so I acknowledge that Veigar's the one that doesn't have the base, but I do, then I should leave, and I should accept that Veigar gets to push. If the only reason I can farm is because Veigar's there, you know, Veigar's not my babysitter. I shouldn't abuse that, like, quote-unquote kindness to try and get more farm, but at the same time, removing Veigar's farm in the process, right? If I'm the one that needs to base, then I base. And then I can get farm later on when I actually get back. But I shouldn't just be sharing farm with Veigar, which is super inefficient, when the only reason I can even afford to be there is because I'm with Veigar. And if I was to push alone, then I'd be risking death for that farm. You know? I hope you get what I'm saying, because I don't think I'm communicating it perfectly, but it is super selfish. Would be super selfish. People do that stuff all the time as well. I can use my 8 to dodge Braum ult if he was going to use it. Oh, I don't have cleanse up this time. I'm surprised if this Varus is actually only bronze or silver, because he does like actually do a much better job of punishing my mistakes than the average ADC. I would not expect the bronze silver ADC to be actually catching me out this much. Like, I make one slight mispositioning trying to get farm and he's on my ass, you know? So I'm gonna check. Oh yeah, 77% win rate. It's crazy how I can just detect that, you know? I can't actually tell from his movement, which sometimes I can't tell. Like, just from the way somebody moves that they're a smurf. But yeah, this guy is for sure a smurf. I could just tell from the aggression. That's what gave it away this time. Okay, another freeze. Let me do a sound check.
Professional is always aware of her surroundings.
Check, check. Okay, seems to be fine. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a new PC. I already wanted one for other reasons anyway. Ooh. This just is the nail in the coffin. Yeah, because he got borked, there's also very little point in me just ulting him right now while he's full HP. Holding his Q that long is also a sign that he's smurfing. Because at a certain point, he's walking in a straight line at me while I'm zigzagging backwards to the side constantly. Oh, here's the aggression again. I need to flash that. This time he's dead. Not too bad. That was probably an overreach, but like a low elo player wouldn't even overreach there because they don't even realize how close they are to a kill opportunity. It's still a big giveaway even though the play went wrong. And it only went wrong because I had flash. Without flash, I don't know if I survived that. And he also didn't, like, I guess he also expects me to be a low elo player, so he doesn't think I'm gonna trap him. Also, actually, I don't know if I used Q in that play, but one thing I potentially could have done better is, Q flash instead of just regular flash away. But if I already used my Q while I was rooted anyway, then it doesn't really matter. I suppose that's just as good. So this is somebody that's useful for me to ult, actually, because he's not gonna regen that.
I never miss.
Now what I'm curious about is whether Braum is also smurfing, because they generally tend to feel quite coordinated in their aggression. I suppose I can check that as well, actually. Oh yeah, they're duo. That makes sense then. So I don't know if the Braum is also smurfing, but for sure they have that coordination of being duo. Wait, that's crazy. It reached when I was literally... Oh, I might need to flash. Okay, hopefully they're just dead here. Yeah, the Braum also has that aggression. Probably both smurfing. Probably not as good smurfs as me though, because if they were as good as me, like most master players have better mechanics than me, and I would just be able to tell, like, oh, damn, this guy's movement is insane. Most I can say about this Varus is, yeah, he knows when to go aggressive. But he's not necessarily outplaying anything that I do. He's mostly benefiting from the fact that I'm not duo with Lulu and he is duo with Braum. Like, pretty much every good play they've made is 2v1, you know?
Never a dull moment.
Okay, I could do with basing. I don't quite have Barkanon yet, but actually... No, actually, never mind. If their jungler's dead, we should try and rush this Drake before he comes back up. I just realized the Drake should be free. I didn't notice Viego's dead. We should be starting it already, though. Shaco's really fat, by the way. So is Viego, for that matter, but actually most of our team is just doing really well here. Even the enemy bot lane who are smurfing are actually not even doing great. Despite killing me quite a lot. Oh, GG's this bot thing. Leave the big raptor for Shaco. At this point I may as well stay for Farkanon. Yeah, generally when we're looking to ult people for harass, we're looking... The biggest factor we look for is that damage actually gonna stick? If they have sustain, well, it can still be valuable to ult them if they're low, because at the end of the day they will be... Unless they lifesteal back to full HP, they will be, like, say, 800 HP down. But he's not gonna be 800 HP down. If I ult him now, and he takes that damage, then he lifesteals it back up, right? So ideally they shouldn't have a healing support. Ideally, they shouldn't have, like, a refillable, and ideally they shouldn't have lifesteal. Yeah, why are we starting this? This is so random. Somebody should have been defending that ball in turret. That's a goner, though. Right, I could do with basing for Farkanon now. I can't believe nobody has based for this yet, by the way. no acknowledgement of that side lane pressure from Diana at all. This is why we side lane so much in low elo. Because just like my teammates aren't responding to Diana, generally the enemies wouldn't respond to me, although there's a decent chance Varus and Braum would. This game for obvious reasons. Yeah, we just ult there in advance, like well before she's at the point of dying, because it's like, well, I need to signal to Shaco that he's gonna get that ult help, that this fight is winnable for him. Like, he's not gonna continue that fight unless I ult beforehand. I don't need to do lifesteal yet. I need collector. Probably gonna be too late to that fight. As soon as I get there, they could just run to their turret anyway, so I'm just gonna keep pushing for now. If I can get this turret, that's a lot of gold to get for free. Okay, Diana's respawning, so I probably don't want to keep pushing here. Yeah, that's a completely optional fight from my team. They did not need to take that, and they also knew that I was bots, so that's completely on them. If I rotate over, potentially still ends exactly the same way anyway, and I just don't have time to get there in time, or I arrive there but there's nothing left for me to do. Like, it's a lost fight anyway. Potentially they get Baron off of that. That would suck. Still, on the bright side, like, we got something for it at least. Because a lot of the time, what you low elo players would be doing... Sorry, I didn't mean to generalize. Some of you may not be low elo. What I meant is, most of you low elo shitters would have tried to rotate to the fight and gained nothing. Whereas, 700 gold, definitely not equal to a Baron or to a one-team fight. But it's a whole lot better than 0 gold. I have much more chances of carrying this game with that 700 than I do with the 0. This damage sticks. This guy has no sustain. We know Viego and Braum are smart, so just for the same reason that I chose to ignore the fight and push, they're probably gonna just ignore this and push, because they realize, wow, these idiots aren't fucking defending. But I can't defend by myself either. Okay, he's trunked. Whoop. So where's my team exactly besides Lulu? Fuck. Wait, no way I died of that burn. I do, don't I? Holy shit, I don't. Barely. Okay, I need to just regen though. Maybe I can actually just lifesteal. Okay, perfect. I can farm the collector then. I'm missing the Doran's Blade lifesteal. Alright, time to get out. Yeah, so you can see my team completely dropped the ball there. I don't know what they were doing top. Also, I actually genuinely can't remember the last time I got a Lulu shield, I'm just saying. I'm just thinking like, when was the last time I actually got the benefit from Lulu E's DPS? For some reason, she just refused to play around me all game after like the 12-minute mark or whatever it was. Gonna be another good game for cleanse, especially with how the Varus plays. And the Braum for that matter. Anything that I can cleanse, even if it's just a slow, is actually gonna be huge to avoid getting caught out by these psychopaths. Probably though would rather get Vamp Scepter first. I already have cleanse after all. But I don't have a summoner that gives me lifesteal. Whoa. Okay, he knows that I'm here. Oh my god, that sucks. Okay, they had a lot of vision. I just happen to be in the area. That sucks. Hopefully they don't end the game while I'm dead. Ambessa needs to be basing already. Because they're gonna try and end. Lulu is in position to get caught out here as well. If you're gonna take a fight, take it under Nexus turrets. Okay, at least they didn't get cut out, but they were both just dangerously far up for absolutely zero reason. They also don't have to take a fight. Completely optional death. Oh, actually she didn't die. Spoke too soon. Wow, I actually killed someone. Yeah, that problem is if he's a Smurf, he's not a super good Smurf, because that was easy to avoid. Huh, nice. Got the headshot. Got him. Huge. Okay, that's everybody dead but Varus, right? And if Varus is low enough, I could maybe snipe him with ult. Fuck, I didn't find him. I can go for the red, I suppose. Oh! Oh, he's not even low, though. Hmm. Got a headshot. Oop. Okay, my is coming up soon at least. And my Farkanen. There we go. Okay, Diana alive, Timo alive. Probably don't want to push my luck here, I'll just go for red. And farm up for the scimitar.
Boom. Headshot. I'm not here to serve. I'm here to protect.
Actually, so this is actually a tip I got from a YouTube comment. Not even a tip, actually. It was like, why aren't you doing this, you fucking dumbass? So it was very aggressive, but still, like, it taught me something. I can charge up my headshot on the minions, and then just use my Q to finish off any minions that are alive, right? So here, for example, charge up my headshot, use Q to finish them off, and now instead of wasting the headshot to finish off the wave, I have my headshot and the wave. Honestly, it's so simple, but it never occurred to me before. Boom, and we one-shot Diana with that. Obviously, this would have been a cleanup no matter what, but it's just very useful for Caitlyn's playstyle. Alright, my team should be able to defend that. We don't need to wall base, I don't think. It's Viego and Varus alive. I could probably 1v1 anybody here, but I can't 1v2 them. Okay, we see Varus. Again, I could have finished off that minion without my headshot. I could have queued it.
First examining the evidence.
Okay, we might get collapsed on here. I'll get out.
Then I best put on a pot of tea.
How much is my idea about to increase by? 356 to 411. So I gained about 60 AD. Not bad. Huge when we have 100% crit and this much armor pen.
Mean nothing when they fail
Ambessa.
to protect.
Ambessa. Ambessa. Come on, she has to defend. Bren is already done anyway. That's fine. Hopefully. Jesus, he almost one-shot me without any help at all. Fuck me. Okay, cool. Yeah, so why did I get so close to the Viego? Because I knew I couldn't really be killed there. I knew that even though I wasn't likely to kill him, if he tried to kill me, it would probably just be him making a bad play. Holy shit. What the hell? Did I even get hit by the Q there or not? I'm not sure. If I did, I guess it just saved me because her E... She didn't seem to get the reset from her E. So it must have missed, thank god. Okay, just two people alive. Varus and Braum. We see Varus topside. Obviously, I'm not afraid of Braum by himself. Jesus, he is really tanky though. Okay, we got the Hextech Drake. Both teams are now at the soul point.
Perimeter secured.
Okay, Vigor can get that. I don't need to farm anymore.
Do not disturb the crime scene until I return.
I don't know about that. I just want to base and get my upgraded boots and refresh my elixir.
No matter the situation, a good investigator always remains calm.
Again, I could have saved my 4th shot, my bad. Headshot, rather.
Has been slain.
Literally just hitting this to charge my headshot. I didn't realize it was charged. Whatever. Cannon, but whatever, I don't need farm. Main thing is that I'm charging the headshot and actually not wasting it this time. I might need to waste it just to get farm here. Like life still off of farm here though. Okay, that's fine. I shouldn't need to cleanse. I lose some HP for sure, but... Need to cleanse so I can actually deal damage. Fuck! Oh my god, that was insanely close. Holy shit. Is anybody low? Not in vision. Okay, this time. Finishing that off with the Q, so we keep the headshot. Honestly, it took me until this part of the video to even remember to do that. And here I'm not even going to hit the minions at all. Okay, I'm going to because I want the lifesteal. Fucking Teemo Shrooms, my god. Yeah, maybe I should have got Red Trinket. Oh, so close. Okay, probably just want to base. I'll just get the red trinket while I'm there. Interesting Varus build. Do you even need to build tank anymore on unhit ADCs now that you have the increased attack speed cap? I mean, I guess it helps against me, but in that case I would probably just do Randuin's. In fact, we have almost a full AD comp. Just build Randuin's and try and stay out of Veigar's range, I would say. That'll be so much more effective, given how much of a late game threat Caitlyn is these days. Again, I could have finished that with Q, so I could preserve the headshot, which I'll stack up on these.
I always aim to win, and my aim is perfect.
We'll let Veigar have all of these. I won't even Q them. I have cleanse in case, or, well, scimitar in case anything went wrong there. Whoa, careful, careful. Oh, fuck. Wow, he one-shot me. Okay, that Viego has a full damage build, so I would probably usually be able to outplay these as a sad thing. And what's funny is that because he turned into me, he also got one-shot. Jesus. Ah, for fuck's sake. Yeah, that is actually full crit, Jesus Christ.
Has been destroyed.
My game is frozen. Okay, need to do a sound check, 1 sec. Testing. Okay, it's fine.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Actually, I did change the USB port of my microphone. Hopefully that actually fixed my voice even getting messed up in the first place. Hopefully. I don't know though. Okay, nice. Almost an ace from us.
It seems I may have
Oh. Oh no. Okay. Okay, what's up on the map? Drake up very soon. Hopefully we could get that. Viego is the one person alive though. So he could actually contest. But Baron... No. Drake is actually spawning sooner. So we'll want to get Soul. We'll shove in one wave first. And hopefully again I'll be able to use my Q to preserve my headshot. Like, I'm not gonna bother with these melee, they're not that important. In fact, I can just Q them, right? Boom. Whoa. I was gonna say, I was always gonna leave my headshot charged there. I wasn't gonna do like one more auto attack to finish off the Drake. I would let my team finish it off and use my headshot to try and win a fight. I've got another headshot charged here. I'm not gonna waste it on Braum though if I don't need to. I'd rather try and go for that guy. Nice. I can't reach, fuck. That's because of a team mushroom. Of course it is. I need to try and clear this while I can. Oh, Viego's trying to end.
An ally has been slain.
Okay. Oh, my team got him, thank god. Dead. Didn't even have a headshot charge there, I just knew he couldn't afford to get that close against the late game Caitlyn. My damage is crazy either way. Can we end? There's no minion wave right now. Fuck it. If well, I was considering my options there. I had to look. I was like, okay, I have cleanse up. Do I have scimitar up? I have scimitar up. Okay, what should I use here? Is it worth using it to kill Teemo? And yes, the answer was it is worth it to kill Teemo. Oh my god. Ooh. Well, she should probably be dead there. Nice. How many aces have we had? This is literally 3 aces in a row because we keep killing one by one every time they revive. Oh my god, this took forever for the wave to arrive though, Jesus. Okay, Viego's back up. He's the one that's gonna one-shot me. Like, this build counters me entirely, by the way, as a bursty, squishy glass cannon ADC. Because he just needs to reach me and I'm dead. But the reverse is not true, because as soon as he's in my range, he's invisible, right? I don't do damage to him when he's in my range, except when he's in melee range of me, by which time I'm dead. So... like, at least regular Viego would get into melee range of me and not one-shot me, and I would get a chance to try and outplay him after. But instead I get one-tapped, so I really need to respect this playstyle of his. Oh, actually, maybe could I sell boots for anything? Yomos?
I work for its people, no one else.
Could be worth. Because Viego has had the idea... I shouldn't have wasted my headshot there. Viego's had the idea of swapping out boots for something, which I don't know if it's worth for him, but could be worth for me.
One must never start an
Are we just potentially gonna end here? Potentially. Viego is also, you know, up there.
An enemy has been slain.
never a dull moment.
Oh, I'm probably dead here. Fuck, there's still an ignite on me and poison. Oh my god, that's so lucky. I should have a chance to lifesteal. I need to make sure I'm not running into any shrooms though. Perfect, there's a plant.
Enemy has been slain. Your inhibitor has respawned. Your inhibitor has respawned.
Looks like my team didn't need me anyway. Okay, thank god. Okay, I probably disrespected the Diana too much getting so close. But it worked out. GG.